Is that another box?
Does this ever stop?
It's either me, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys.
Welcome to the My Wife is Going to Kill Me podcast.
The podcast where me and my friends talk about the number one thing that makes our wives want to kill us.
Toy collecting!
Transform, roll out. Transform and roll out. Transform.
That's America's ass.
And roll out. Transform.
M-W-I-G-T-K-M. My wife
Is going to kill me.
M-W-I-G-T-K-M. My wife
Is going to kill me.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, wow, you are dumb. All right, man's man, we'll see you on the flip-flop. I tend to lash out to protect my loved ones.
Travis.
At least he's just giving it the old whoppity dop.
It just keeps growing.
And it's good stuff.
Oh, shoot.
Jeremy.
Don't encourage him. I hope the cat pisses on you.
You're reading again, aren't you?
I like everything, so just tell me stuff.
Steve.
I'm being misrepresented here. You got no power over me, you harpy.
Did you put a period at the end of that?
M-W-I-G-T-K-M. My wife
Is going to kill me.
M-W-I-G-T-K-M. My wife
Is going to kill me.
Let the good times roll.
Welcome to episode 244. 44! Of the My Wife is Going to Kill Me podcast. Lord Steven is back.
Back.
That's why you have a show today.
He was gone. He spent the weekend on his back.
I have triumphantly returned to the podcast studio
Spell that for me.
for all of you folks. For all you folks' enjoyment. I'm going to start the show off a little differently today. I'm going to ask each one of my friends a question.
And Pete. No, he won't, because nobody ever asked me the question.
Okay, so Pete just ruined the bit by opening his big fucking mouth. Because I was going to ask him a question, I was going to ask him a question, I was just going to skip by and wait for Pete to go, where's my question? But he has to jump the gun all the time and open his big fucking fat mouth and wreck shit that I'm setting up.
It's funny that you use the term jump the gun, considering you always bring knives to those gunfights with me. But how are you doing, Steven? You excited about the polar plunge coming up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Are you gonna plunge?
No.
Oh, sorry
Ain't
for asking.
plunging.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Nobody talks to me about my plunge.
I'm not going to plunge.
Maybe some toilets.
No.
You're not a plumber.
Did your boss tell you that he called me and asked me to be a judge?
He mentioned, yes. And he said you started bitching at him about me not being able to come now.
I did.
Yeah.
I gave him the business.
You've reached that point in your life?
What point? Oh, where I can't come?
Yeah.
No.
It's just dust.
No. I'm still a breeder. I could impregnate like mad.
Mad.
Line them up. Just down the line. If there's ever a nuclear frickin', fallout and they need a guy to repopulate the world with some superior genetics.
Were you pooping on people?
Oh, that's the
He's
noise.
a scat man.
That's the noise I hear in my head.
That's the noise I hear in my head.
Yeah.
The soundtrack of Steven's life is just absolutely amazing. Every time he has an idea, like it's oh, you like that, don't you? Yeah. Take my seed.
So you know how you walk down the street and you see a nice ass and you're like, man, I'd like to have sex with that? You think that in your head. You don't say it, but you think it. I mean, we all do it, right?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Travis, you know you do. He's over there Travis, of all people,
Yeah,
of all people, why are you acting
the embarrassed
sheepish?
one? Yeah.
Why are you, of all people, acting sheepish?
I don't find it appropriate when we talk about strangers' asses.
I like to get to know them.
Oh.
There's at
Afterwards.
least 3 girls you've told me about that you can't recall their names, man. Get to
So
know.
while
'em.
you normal guys are all walking around saying, "Man, I'd like to hit that," I just hear in my head, "Got her."
Got that poopy dick. So, does anybody else find it strange that 50% of the hosts of this show, in some way, shape, or form, have described the sound of something coming out of their urethra? Because we talk about Travis all the time, just just dropping urine into the toilet, and he's plopping semen onto people. And I kind of like to think mine makes like a Star Wars gun noise. Pew 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 pew.
Mine goes.
First time I had sex was like the first shot at the Death Star. It just deflected off the surface. Didn't go in.
That's an oxymoron because you're talking about having sex but using a Star Wars reference. It's like jumbo shrimp, One of these things is not like the other.
I'm pretty excited about some Star Wars right now.
Are you?
Yeah, I
too.
really got hope for Kenobi.
I hope you do.
Man, looking good. I'm glad.
Would you say that you have a new hope for it after the Last Jedi?
Well, after the Boba.
After the Boba
Boba was shaky for me.
Bobalorian.
Boba was amazing.
I didn't watch
Whatever.
You know what? I'm really pissed off at the Last Jedi because they didn't give me any of my Luke Skywalker fighting. Man, I'm really pissed off at the Boba Fett because they gave me my Luke Skywalker fighting.
Well, they didn't really give us Luke Skywalker fighting, but they did give us some good Luke Skywalker, and I like that. I like those. I like that part of Boba for sure. That was the highlight, man.
I've never had Bushotee.
I really liked Boba. I just didn't like the Boba stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. It's you see all these memes about.
That's what I keep hearing from people too.
Yeah.
They should have stayed true to the Boba roots, and they should have just, of the 6 episodes, you saw him one time in the background behind Vader, and then that should have been the entire series.
It would have been better.
You don't understand, Pete, and I know you're never gonna understand. It's too. Simple.
I don't want to understand because I want to like take some joy in life. So
Here's the problem. You don't love it enough to hate it. There's a lot of people out here who don't love things enough to hate them. Jeremy's one. You can give a shit mo too. And he'll be like, I don't love it enough to hate it. I'm just going to sit here and be happy.
from the guy that was excited about the candy cane He-Man
No.
sword?
No.
You got Kyle
I
Moore.
love it so much
Nope.
that I can't hate it.
Nope.
That's a true fan.
So I liken this to a family member who has a ton of problems. Okay, you love this family member, right? And they come in there, and you're like, "Hey, man, I got a porn addiction, and I'm shooting up heroin, and I'm fucked, and I'm quitting my job." And you're like, "You know what? Whatever, man. I love you." No, you're like, fucking asshole, get your shit together. I'll get you some help. You need course recorrection, or you're going to fuck yourself. And why you do that to somebody, it's called tough love. You do that because you hate them. That's what Star Wars is doing to me. They're coming in all fucked up, and I love it so much, I gotta say I hate it. I gotta say I don't like it. Kyle Moore, he can't say he doesn't like it. He does not love it enough to try to help it. He just sits there and says, "Oh, this is fucking great. I'll just suck on this pile of shit. I'll put it right in my mouth and chew it." You're good.
I'm gonna agree with Steven 100%. The only way we can help Boba Fett is to lock it in a closet till it dries out. That's what we should do. You're absolutely right. Because we can affect positive change on these TV shows. You know that, right? So,
Well, as long as people just keep buying every piece of shit.
I didn't buy one
with
thing
a
for Boba
start-
Fett.
Well, not you. That's why your opinion shouldn't even friggin' matter. You don't even get it. You're too young and you missed out. You don't even get it.
Too young.
You're like 5 years past. You didn't jump on board. You don't know you're a Johnny-come-lately fan. You cannot understand what it's like. You don't understand what people actually want.
Travis.
I do. Well, I'm sorry for you, Steven. I feel bad for you. I wish your life could be easier. I really do.
Me too.
These really aren't that great.
They're not that great, but they're not awful.
Right. If it was a lot colder, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, Star Wars. Sorry.
Oh, your burp just smelled like my uncle.
What?
There was a lot to like in Boba Fett.
Yeah,
A
the
lot
2
to like.
episodes without him.
Those were the 2 best
I mean, come on.
episodes, but
Pete will say that there wasn't enough Boba Fett for us to really know who he was, but I say that's false.
no, Pete is right.
Pete is wrong. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. They gave us all kinds of fucking clues of what Boba Fett is. He's the guy that is in Jabba's palace as people are dancing and partying. He's got his fucking helmet on. He's got his hand on his gun, and he's looking around waiting for something to fucking happen. Meanwhile, into the future, everybody... Okay, no, we gotta back up. Everybody sees that. Everybody sees that shit. And they're like, he's the fucking coolest guy. He outsmarts Han. He's the only one that fucking hid on there. He knew Han was going to pull the trick and fly away with the garbage. He's the one that brought Han in after Han escapes fucking everybody. He's the one. Even Vader goes up to him and he's like, no disintegrations, because he knows he's a fucking badass, right? Now, did we get a lot of screen time? No. But what do we all want to see 30 years later? We want to see more of that fucking guy, because we didn't get enough of him. Do we want to see the guy that walks out into the crowd after a town he just took over holding his fucking helmet with no gun on him? So that, I mean, he's a fucking cupcake. He's a goddamn fucking idiot.
This I love.
He's fucking holding his helmet. You're looking around. Oh,
He's
I'm
got
going to be
that
a
weird
big-
ass smile.
I'm going to be
Face is
fucking
unnerving,
smart.
man.
I like to cuddle rancors.
That's what he looks like.
I got a girl now that I hang out and she chases all my lightweight around. I get attacked and I don't even have a fucking rifle. The guy that wouldn't take his helmet off in fucking Jabba's palace while Ula is dancing half naked, getting it thrown down there in the fucking Rancor, wants to walk around the town like he's the mayor of Happy Town. What the fuck?
Earlier we were talking about the war stuff going on.
I'm back,
over,
bitches. 2 weeks off, and I'm fucking here.
I'm kind of hoping we do get involved in the war now, because I hope we all die and nobody ever has to hear Steve do that again.
So old Boba Fett would drink his coffee like this. I know you people at home, he'd be like,
Well, no, because you hypocritical piece of shit. How the fuck does he drink his coffee like that with his fucking helmet on? Because you made it abundantly clear that Boba Fett must always have his helmet on!
you Boba Fett would do this.
My Boba Fett would have a shot of French fucking vanilla in there, too! Because he's been around all these planets and he knows how to fucking live now.
That's why you gotta watch the YouTube, folks.
He's just pissed off because Boba Fett's having sex with Fennec, and he's like, nope, we don't have
There's
sex
no
with
sense in
women.
having Fennec, because we all know
guys
her
don't
uterus
have
was
sex
ripped
with
out.
women.
Can't
Cool
feel-
guys grab a hold of their blouse, rip it off, and yell at them as they run screaming. That's what men do.
It pains me to be so upset about Boba Fett, but I love Star Wars that much.
It pains all of us that you're so upset about Boba Fett.
I'm with you, Steve.
I like turtles.
But 4 minutes ago, he's like, Pete's right. I'm with you, Steve.
He needed to be converted.
I got a fence pole in my butthole, and I like it. And I like it.
You're right sometimes. Steve's right on this.
Okay, okay. People, this Travis gave me a Red Hot original Bloody Mary in a fucking can, and it basically tastes like Red Hot with some like mush in it.
You're welcome.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Because that's what men drink.
Tastes like Red Hot with some.
With some
Is that what's in it?
spunk,
Little Steve in there.
with some hunk spunk in there.
Oh,
We all pronounced it Bushotee. Turns out it's butt shotty. Ooh, ooh.
butt shatter.
And that's a wrap.
I missed you guys.
Missed you too.
I missed you and Jeremy. And Bill. And Cody. I miss Dahmer. and Bundy. I miss Mussolini and Hitler.
Oh.
I miss the guy that played the bad guy in Die Hard. I miss Chester Bennington from Linkin Park.
Well,
Well,
we're here.
yeah.
Travis,
Yes.
you went to a show.
I did go to a show.
How was
Couple
that?
of shows.
Yeah, a couple shows. I missed the last 2 weekends doing toy shows. Had a great time. Shows were great. I I'll tell you that the Elkhart one, which Hall of Heroes, awesome time. Scott Wiles, his crew, great guys, John and Lee. I ran into a few of our listeners, which is totally cool. Justin Aculia.
There was at least one of them that you were like, God damn it. Which one was it?
Actually, I can't really think of any.
Well, you sent
They
us,
were all
you
really
sent us
nice
that
guys.
message about the one.
What was the one? The message.
I think that was just Gary Rickelman in general.
Yeah,
I don't think he was there. He was just bitching
He just
about
wrote,
Rickelman.
yeah, Gary. Oh, this guy.
Fucking Gary.
Gary.
I don't even know which one it was. I don't even know. There wasn't one.
There wasn't.
Oh, okay.
He was just trying to bait you into shitting onto Justin McKeel.
No, it was. Justin was funny.
He's always been funny on social media.
Yeah, drove us around, and it was. I don't know if he knew what he was really getting himself into. With obviously old man Kyle and Boonstra, but we had a good time. We closed down a restaurant, then we went and closed down a bar. Had fun. Show was good.
Apparently, bars close at 9 in Indiana.
Don't they close at 9 everywhere now? I mean, really? Doesn't it seem like that? Show was interesting because I had a really good vantage point of the stars where I was at, and the stars were John Heater.
Heater. Header? I don't know. How do you say it?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yep.
Gosh.
And then Emma Caulfield, who was she was in Buffy. But she was she was in WandaVision. She was the blonde, like she went to her social party.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, and then
So
Doug
nobody.
Jones. What's that?
A nobody in WandaVision?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
The lead nobody.
Yeah, and then Doug Jones. And if you don't know who Doug Jones is, think of every creepy, tall creature character in a lot of movies. He played that role. He was also like Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four movie. Tall, thin guy. Does a lot of. He was like Abe Sapien and Hellboy. Does a lot of stuff. Which out of those three, which line's the longest?
I know the answer, so I'm not going to say.
Napoleon Dynamite.
I would think Napoleon.
So here's my thing too. Like to me, Napoleon is. I mean,
He's
Blades of
The
Glory.
most immediately recognizable.
Yeah.
Benchwarmers.
Benchwarmers,
I mean?
another good example.
And he's
Yep.
amazing as
Yep.
Jimmy
Could you
McElroy. in
imagine
Blades
if
of
I was
Glory.
there, or if one of us was there? Well, it would have been me. Would have gotten an intro from him as Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh,
Watch, my wife is going to kill me. Gosh.
that would have been cool.
Would have been awesome.
You
Here's
should have
some-
mentioned that to me. I probably could have at least recorded it on my phone or something.
I got an interview with Doug Jones, and he's just making weird sapien noises.
well, Ming Chen was there
Oh
too,
yeah,
right?
Ming Chen too. Came in my booth, talked to me. Holy shit, that dude is little. I mean, we all kind of like realize
His
that.
name's Ming. Like, how did you?
He's not.
Have you
gonna
ever
be
met a big Ming
intimidating. Yeah,
before?
right.
Man, that Ming guy was a fucking ginormous guy. No, he's Ming.
Littler than what you would expect going into it. Super nice guy
Like
though.
Jeremy's dick. Yeah. He's a big guy. He's a rock star. What the hell's that little thing?
It's funny because it's true.
Nice guy though. Came in the booth, like talked to me for a little while. I mean, he was a good guy. Also, probably could have gotten some fight from him.
You know Kevin Smith.
Most popular person there. Doug
And you were
Jones.
even standing behind his.
Yeah, I got behind his
booth.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a picture with Justin. Yeah.
What really? So
Doug
the
Jones.
Doug Jones guy was.
By far.
I would have no idea who that guy was.
By far. So a couple things. One, he's been in a ton of science fiction movies. I mean, a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like that already, you're talking to this genre. Like the
Big time cult following.
yes. Then also apparently the nicest guy in the room. Like comes out, hugs every person that comes up in line. Like just super, super nice. I do have a pretty good Doug Jones story, but we're going to have to save that for a special when we get Kyle Moore on, because Kyle's going to have to tell some.
Okay.
Kyle's going to have to tell some Elkhart stories. But it was nice. It was a good time. Really well done show. Sold Legions, decent. Got a couple people hooked on them.
Yeah.
Some drug dealing going on. One of them also.
Odds are there's probably nothing else to do in Elkhart, Indiana, other than drugs.
I think I might agree with you on that after listening to Scott and his stories. Gavin and Deanna were there. I will tell you right now, those two are absolutely killing it. And you want to talk about a great time to have a comic book shop in a big town?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable the stories they tell about people, what people bring in. It's nuts. I don't want to air out Gavin's laundry, but I'm pretty sure someone brought in and traded him a Avengers like #1 at this show, like slabbed. I mean, it was kind of crazy. You know
What does slabbed mean?
Graded.
Oh, so in the plastic?
Yeah,
thing?
yep,
Okay.
in the plastic. I mean, it was kind of wild. Like,
Can't even read it.
You can open it up.
like, so it's fun listening to those guys' stories, and I mean, some of the experiences they're having in Grand Rapids right now with their second store opening up.
That'd be cool.
He wants us to come do an episode from the store, like a hangout kind of thing. So we need to make that happen at some point. But it was a pretty good experience. I had a great time. I did miss this, and I am glad to be back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anything new with you, Jeremy?
I recorded a couple episodes of Heavy Metal Minivan.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was telling Steve earlier, I haven't figured out how to be a coward piece of shit and post them with somebody else's name as the poster. So I haven't figured out how to get them on yet. But Cody is downloading them as we speak. So for all of you listeners, that was some of the most fun that I've had in a while.
It was pretty good to
And-
just be able to geek out and
Yeah.
listen to some music and talk about it and actually have the person that's sitting next to you listen to the song.
Right.
Because you know how many times you've been like, dude, you got to check this song out. And 4 seconds into it, the person's like, oh, yeah. Oh, I'm listening. You know, and then you're like,
Change it.
yeah.
I,
Change. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Partying in the basement and somebody just walks up and changes
So does
the
that mean you
song.
guys don't talk during
Yeah,
it? You just
especially
sit
when they're
there
No,
and-
dressed
we
like
talk-
a
we
fucking
talk during
ladybug and they ruin the entire goddamn party.
Figured I'd get that out of him.
I was super nervous because I had picked a song that I wanted to kick off Heavy Metal Minivan with, and Jeremy is a metal head. I am a metal fan, but Jeremy, with his musical knowledge and his abilities and everything, he's a juggernaut in that realm to me. So when I was the one that wanted to pick out this song, because there's one that's very important to me, I was very nervous as to how he was going to react. And he loved it, and it was a great little moment because I felt so good that the song that I wanted to kick things off with, he was down with. So.
My assumption was like he was gonna pull out some, late 90s or early 2000s like fucking Power Man 5000 or something.
This is what it's like when worlds collide.
Yeah, and I'm supposed
I love that song.
You ready to go? I'm ready to go.
So, like,
What
I'm
you
supposed
gonna do, baby?
So like I'm supposed to sit there and be like, yeah, the bass part is neat or something, but no, he busted out. It was pretty good.
I was into Power Man 5000. So now here's the thing: they had one song, and that was it.
Yeah,
Fun fact: lead singer of Power Man 5000, Rob Zombie's brother.
it's true.
The only reason he probably that song ever seen the light of day was because he had an in.
It's true.
But my hair was the same color as his at that time.
Is this
like I
what
was
it's
into
like?
that.
Is this what the show's
So-
like? Is they're talking about them pieces like he's a freaking expert all the time? I'm not watching this shit.
Would it make you feel better if I did Heavy Metal Minivan more like Steven? And a band from the 70s releases a new song and it's a little bit different, and I'm really upset because I just wanted their music from the 70s and I didn't want any growth at all because I could do that. But
Depends on if it's the right kind of growth.
hope you guys check it out. It was, like I said, regardless of whether or not you like it, we still had fun doing it. And
That's what it's all about.
yeah, and if people do enjoy it, I would not be opposed to doing more because it was a good time. And we used it as an excuse for, like, instead of driving around in circles, we drove down and had breakfast with Matt Rodriguez. Recorded an episode there. We overshot Zealand a little bit. Terrible navigator.
I never claimed to be a good one.
Well, and I never.
No.
And in his defense, I
I
kind
think
of
Jeremy
didn't
did
ask him to navigate. I just all of a
fantastic.
sudden went, I think we passed Zealand. Do you know where Matt lives?
I'm like looking up the next song I want to play, and I'm like,
Jeremy navigated in New Jersey, and I thought he was doing a good job. That shit was hard.
That shit was fucked up in New Jersey.
I don't recall navigating anything.
What?
I mean, my phone was in front of me, but
Well, you had to tell him where to turn and shit. And sometimes it would change on you at the last minute.
yeah, like when we were in the
Very
middle of the
last minute.
fucking freeway or whatever. Like, we're supposed to be here right now.
And the GPS is going, merge 9 lanes and take an immediate right. And you're like, what the fuck?
We're on a bridge.
I think the GPS has told us to kill ourselves.
Definitely felt like that.
It did.
Mm-hmm. So heavy metal minivan.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, I'm sure the audio will be. I mean, the thing is, okay, so you want the video,
Yep.
because you want to see us talking and all that shit, but I don't know how that's gonna work going on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
The recording itself actually sounded really good. I mean, for what it was. You know what I
On
mean?
a phone. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, I understand.
But because it was just one phone recording the music that was playing through the van stereo and us talking. So we
Yeah.
were a little bit nervous, but I thought it actually came out pretty good. So
Well, I think it'll be fun to check it out. I mean, I love you too, so.
So I mean, at least the audio will be probably okay to listen to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how that works, because we were kind of reviewing, sort of.
Yeah.
Because one of us would be like, I never heard that song. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know that some people can get away with that, but I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens.
I'm excited about seeing it.
If anything, we'll just put it on Patreon, and those guys.
I
can-
think that's also too totally fine, but I think it is something that probably would appeal to a bunch of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Except Steve.
Steve, so tell us about the big weekend, buddy. Do you want to talk about it, or?
Oh my gosh! Tell you what a weekend! What a time! I went to ZoloCon. Got some pictures. Gonna show. Cody, you ready to show some pictures? You just kind of take you with me on some key points down there in Philadelphia. Go up.
you didn't get AIDS, did you?
Start right there, buddy. This is me on the plane. Miserable. What the fuck is that?
That's a close up.
That was your beard.
It was a close up of his balls in his jeans.
This is how my trip
In those
started
jeans.
here on the plane to Philadelphia.
Oh.
On a plane with fucking seats made for regular sized people. I can't even.
What's on
That's
your
how
shirt?
cramped. Huh?
What's on your shirt?
I spilled.
Well, there's no stitch that's gonna fix that shirt.
What the fuck? Why is your head in a window? Are you sideways?
Because I have to lean so far to the side to try to not get my shoulder in the seat next to me because the other guy was fucking big too. So that's how I was crammed in this fucking little box.
I want to know how the hell Steve's garbage man dad somehow impregnated Curtis Ackerman's mom. If you put a mask and glasses
Yeah.
on Curtis Ackerman,
Yeah.
they are freaking brothers.
Yeah.
They are absolutely
Curtis
brothers.
has got more beautiful eyes.
He does have beautiful
Does
eyes.
have beautiful eyes. They're mesmerizing.
You look into that. it's
Every
like
time I
it's like
scroll
a-
through, I just get lost in them.
It's like a blue-gray color, and it's fucking awesome.
And I swear it changes with my mood. Like if I'm unhappy, his eyes like make me happy. But if I'm overly elated, they bring me back down to earth.
Not a happy camper, but moving on. We'll see what comes up next. If you look there, right by the black car, there's Anthony Halseal waiting for me. That's me exiting the airport. He's got my chariot awaiting. Had a little trouble finding my luggage, so I had to peek my head out and go, "Yeah, I'll be there in a minute," because I couldn't find my luggage, and I was going up and down trying to find the right turnstile, and then I found out that it was just right in front of me. Anthony took care of me. He started right immediately, and so are people seeing this one yet, Cody? Okay, so this one here,
Is that a big rat?
yeah,
A big blow up rat?
and we're in Philly, all right?
Okay.
This is a perfect Philadelphia accent. And when you're in Philly, you got a lot of people there in the Union. And if you fucking cross the fucking picket line, you're a rat.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
Anthony took me to this place to freaking.
You know what? The Fresh Prince does not talk like that at all. I do not believe your Philadelphia
Oh,
accent.
it's perfect. It's perfect. And so we're actually in a Philly cheesesteak because that's all Philadelphians talk about. Philly cheese. Hey man, how you doing today? Hey, how was your Philly cheese this morning? Oh, it's fucking great. We got the best Philly cheese here in Philly. Yeah, I'd say Philly's got the best Philly cheese. Let's what are you gonna have for dinner tonight? We're gonna grab a Philly cheese. And then tomorrow morning, hey, you know what? I'm gonna stop by this other
Joe
place. I'm gonna get
Pesci
Philly
from
cheese.
Philadelphia?
I don't know. All I'm telling you is that that's perfect. So I'm actually looking out the window of a Philly cheese stop because the first thing Anthony did, he picked me up. He's like, "Hey, let's go get some Philly cheese. Let's go get a Philly cheesesteak." Eh? So if you go on to the next picture, we're actually in the restaurant that I'm looking out the window at the Union Rats, and you just walk into this place, and I was like, man, there's some shit gonna go down. Now those guys over there, they were like walking around. I'm pretty sure they had chains wrapped around their fists, and they were ready to kick some ass if someone crossed the picket line. It was like, man, this is a tough place. This is fucking badass. So go to that's kind of a shitty picture. I don't know why I sent it to you. Move on to the next one, if you will. And this is the place he took me to, Tony Luke's. Tony Luke's old Philly style sandwiches. That's what they're into in Philly.
Tony Luke's.
You go up to anybody in Philly and you say, hey, what do I need to do while I'm here in Philly? I'll tell you what, you go
Apparently, you need to wait
you
till
go
I
to
leave
Tony
the house
Luke's.
and rob me at Christmas.
You go to Tony Luke's. You go to the old Philly style sandwiches. You go in there. You talk to Marjorie. You say, hey, Marjorie, I need a number 2. Tell her to get it number 2 wet. You want that cheese on there melted.
Tony Luke's.
So from Tony Luke's, we went straight directly to the venue. This is my setup here. As I was putting it out, this was my head rack before Len. I don't know if I put any full pictures, but you guys have probably seen them. Full pictures of our setup. Our setup was really cool.
It looked amazing.
We had some neat things. Everybody kind of brought. Len made those shelving things, or he had his dad do it. I think his dad's kind of an indentured servant. I think Len just tells his dad to do shit. You know,
like Brian Jay's parents.
yeah. Anthony had these freaking little LED lights that you could put on the shelf, and we just took some sticky tack and we stuck them up there, and you turn them and they come on, and they're just a little. They're just got a little tiny little battery, so our shelves were actually kind of lit. Plus, we had LEDs. It was pretty cool. It was a much better. It was a much better, it was a really much better setup than we had, I think, visually at Legions Con, and can't wait to see that again. But no, we went there, we set up, we got to meet everybody. The horsemen were coming in next to us, setting up their table. Yeah, it was a good time. So
Was it awesome being right next to the Horseman?
it was cool being right next to the horsemen because you could just kind of bleed over and shoot the shit with some of the guys there. And I talked to Joe Vassapolo a lot when I was there. I don't know if it's Vassapolo or if it's Vassapolo. Yeah, my name's Joey V. I don't know. But then after we were done that night, Anthony takes me to my homestead. And this is while my bed is set waiting for me. I truly got the reception of a lord here in Anthony's house.
You didn't fit in that bed.
Oh, yeah, it was great. It was great.
Where
you
did
didn't fit in
Tony
that bed.
sleep while you were there?
That's actually his daughter's room. His daughter was away at college, but she surprised him by
That's the
coming
only
home.
reason you were let in the house is because
She had to sleep on an air mattress.
mattress.
'Cause I was in her room.
She came home.
Yeah. He didn't know she was coming home. He figured she just decided to come home. He's like, there's a big guy in your room. But you mean I had...
And then she was like, "Dad, he beat me here." And then she realized that it wasn't what she was talking about. Like, shit. Busted.
What's going on? What's the note on the pillows there?
Ah, damn, I can't read it.
You did read it, though. What did it
I
say?
did read it, but I
It
don't
says,
remember.
"Don't jack off in my daughter's bed."
I think I still have that, actually, in my house, but
Steve doesn't jack off.
That's true.
you don't want to waste that shit.
What's underneath the notes?
Candy?
Is that candy?
Candy, my favorite kind.
What's your favorite kind of candy?
The peanut butter eggs, man. Reese's
Reese's
peanut
peanut
butter
butter
I can see
egg.
it now.
eggs. You got
Which
some
are from
Snap
last year because they're not out for Easter yet. That's gross.
I'd still eat them.
I know, me too.
Oh, they're totally
Yeah.
out.
So that was day one. That was we
I've
got to
got
the
some.
house. Tony was there. The kid, Tony,
Little Tony,
little
yep.
Tony,
Tony.
not big Tony, little Tony, and Oh, I gotta point out that they had there's some water there because in Philly you say wooder, WOODR.
Wooder.
Yeah, this is a big thing they talk about.
Yeah.
It's not water, it's wood. They got some wood on the bed.
Oh, look at this.
Next day, hanging out, looking at the fucking deluxe Legion Builder wave that was set up there. We got, obviously Cornboy was there, Eric Treadaway was there, Jim was there. Jim was
whole
on
crew.
fire. Yeah, plus Joey V.
I do love that dude.
He's awesome.
He's
great.
awesome.
I'm gonna grow my hair out like his.
Prove it.
He meant his bush.
Also, Walter was walking around.
Walter who? Walter Hagen?
Walter Hagen was walking around.
Damn.
He had his troll. He was doing all kinds of things.
Is he a superstar there?
Yeah. Mancuso was running around. Jeez, there was a lot of guys. Big Greg,
Will you say
6'8", 6'8".
Will you say
bastard.
Mancuso as a
how's he
Philadelphian?
He's good, man.
All right.
Huh?
Will you say Mancuso as a Philadelphian?
Bill Mancuso, huh?
I hate you, but you're funny.
Now, I know that everybody from Philly's gonna say that this is the wrong accent, but fuck you. This is what I heard. All right.
Apparently, ZolaCon is in Boston.
So, yeah. Now the venue at Zolo, I don't think enough people understand the venue. The venue is fucking cool. It's a round building. It's a fucking. It's a centrifuge where they would train. I don't know if they're astronauts or they're fucking Navy fucking pilots, but they put them in that big ball and it spins around like Spies Like Us. You ever see anybody see Spies Like Us way back in the day? Chevy Chase and one of the Ghostbusters guys,
Dan
Dan Aykroyd. You know the one where their face is like fucked up after they get out of that thing? I think it's like that. And I got pictures. I think I put some pictures of it. So you're in this round room where the show is, and the centrifuge is still in there. It's up top. It's like behind where you see Treadaway and Cornboy sitting. That's like a stone, or it's like the pillar that holds the center of that the arm comes off from and spins around. It's really cool. It has a very 60s maybe feel of like space astronaut kind of fucking airplane shit.
Sounds like a cool venue.
It is a cool place to have a toy show. It's a circular toy show. You walk in a circle, and as you walk, you kind of go around another circle, and it kind of gets bigger until it's done. And then there's an upstairs too. So it's yeah. There's all the it's pretty fun. But
Steve, in this picture, is this Wolf King's booth set up to the left here?
yes,
Damn.
that's Wolf King and bleeds right into Four Horsemen. It was really cool because there was a fucking line out the door for me. The line was fucking right. It started at Wolf King's table to see me, and it went way out the fucking door. And then everybody, I want to congratulate everybody because they were kind enough that after they saw me, they kept going in the line and went to go to see the Horsemen. So that was very nice. of
Oh, good
everybody.
people.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
people.
very nice. This is Jeremy Gerard. This is what Jeremy Gerard did all fucking weekend.
What I did is I popped this arm off,
Yep,
and I put this one on,
there he is.
and then I put it on Source Horseman.
We're seeing. I forget.
Hey,
Forgetting
Jeremy,
that
what do you got to have for that? Oh, it's not for sale. Okay, then.
No, I wanted to snap this picture. This is Jeremy Gerard educating people. Seriously, I mean, I'm not joking. He's these guys don't know what the fuck they're looking at, and he's showing them, and it was cool because he was.
They do look confused.
They are. They're like, what?
What is that?
Yeah.
What is this?
They showed up to ride the centrifuge thing, and they got this.
You guys are nerds.
We drove here to see space stuff, and we thought we were nerds.
He had to take off his glasses. Yeah, he had to take off his glasses. My goodness.
You're shitting me. We did a lot of
You
this.
guys pay money for this shit?
Wait, can you get more into? Can you tell me more about the ab crunch? How exactly does that work?
We did a lot of this. It was surprised to me that there were so many, because people would come up to our booth and they would be like thinking that they think all those figures you're seeing in the background of this picture are for sale, or and we're like, no, these are customs. You got to go over and see those guys and buy the figure, and then you can buy our stuff. Like, this was a cool story that actually happened. Somebody walked up and
As
saw
opposed to the other ones he's told that didn't actually happen.
saw one of Patrick Boyle's little frogs. And it's a frog kit you can buy to make a frog out of a goblin. You know, it comes with a head, it comes with a weapon, it comes with a feet, comes blah, blah, blah. And they're like, where do I get that figure? And I'm like, this is crazy. I can't believe this happened. I go, here. So I didn't know that they didn't know. So I picked up the baggie that Len has set up for the kit. And I'm like, you got to buy this. And they're like, well, no, I want that, because this is an unpainted kit. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, these guys don't know what they're buying. So I go, oh, you got to go over to the Horseman there. You buy the figure from them. These are custom parts that you have to paint up to build the figure. They fucking went over and bought a goblin. And they bought the kit.
Yeah, that don't surprise me.
I'm like, okay, so they're just gonna start painting, I guess, which
Yep.
is cool. I think it's great.
Did
I
you
mean,
tell
they're
him
never
not
going to be
to?
successful because they're not me.
Yeah. Did you tell him not to?
I did. Well, I told them that it was risky. You're gonna fuck this up, you know.
I know a guy.
Your fingers are too dainty. This is what it takes to paint.
And they were like, you can't fuck it up, you know. And then I said this, they walked over there. They're like, they were fine because everybody talks like that. And then they asked me before they left, like, hey, did you try a Philly cheese when you were here? Philly cheese steak. That's the best thing.
Get it wet.
Cody wants to know if any customs were for sale.
Everything is for sale.
No, it's not. Because I tried to buy that rat tinkerer thing that Jeremy did that I thought was awesome.
You
and
didn't
it
offer
was
him
not
enough
for
money.
sale. What?
You didn't offer him enough money.
He didn't even lead me to believe there was an amount of money he would have
I
sold.
bet you if you flipped out $10,000, it would have sold.
$10,000. Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking.
So, I did not sell any full customs there. I did, however, sell parts off from my customs. I would run out. I sold my Dragon Warrior parts. I sold some other stuff. I just peeled them off my customs.
Another good show for you though.
It was a good show for me. It was a good show for us. It was, I think, it was fun. It was fun, and there was a lot of people. I think it was an education show. I think there's a lot of people learned.
Ooh, yeah.
Another picture there. That's just my troll that I painted was on display. We also had Jeremy's.
Did you get to bring that head home?
Oh yeah,
Or did that head stay there?
it's that head is. I'll tell you about that head. Where that head is later.
All right.
I get to find it.
Okay, we can move on. This is Cookie. Cookie. So nobody has a chair. All right, and I'm like, what the fuck? My feet are hurting. I'm standing up all day.
Wait a minute. You tell me you stood up all day?
Mostly, yeah.
Oh.
Mostly, because Len hid behind the booth.
Wait, but how were you able to lean over your iPad and ignore all the customers if you were standing?
I couldn't. I was too busy.
So we figured it out. This is how you get them to work at a show.
Yep,
You
he's
take
never-
a
He's
chair.
never allowed to have a chair at MesquiteCon ever again.
First day, about 2 hours left in the show. I'm like, I gotta fucking sit down. My feet hurt too bad. I'm standing here all day. So I go over to the food court and I fucking nab a chair. And I grab it and I set it down and I sit down in it. And then as soon as somebody fucking gets up, or it makes me get up to go talk to him, I walk back and look at what I got here. I got Cookie fucking stealing my freaking chair. Go get your own chair, Cookie. Jesus. Look at him. He doesn't even care. Look at that. Look at his face. He's like, yeah, take this chair.
Philly cheeses.
Yeah, you try
Try
the
it.
Philly cheese over here.
I love Cookie.
This is Jeremy Gerard buying a part from me because I paint that fucking good. Look at his eyes. He's like, I fucking gotta have it.
You know what's really great about this show is they lined up and faced each other that morning and combed their hair
I
and
was
just
gonna
used
say,
each
they
other as
look-
a mirror.
They look a lot alike. Like Jeremy, that's what you could look like if you were thin and small.
If you gave a shit about your appearance, you could look like Jeremy Gerard.
Look, I'm even wearing a shirt today.
You need a mic, Cody.
Cody needs a mic. This is the picture of that thing you get in and spins you around. It's actually still, like I said, it's still there. It's just kind of cool.
How did you not do this?
It's not.
It does. I don't know. I
operational,
don't think it
anymore.
works.
Oh.
It's just there. And there ain't no fucking way I would do it either. I
No.
don't like spinny things. I don't like high things.
It's all about G-force, isn't it?
Yeah.
Steve, you don't like anything that's actually scary, right?
I don't like anything I can't control.
That's why he hates women.
Found one I can control.
I'm not a woman.
You already me. Just another shot. This is upstairs. You can see down below, kind of. You can see our Wolf King sign. But this is like a catwalk up top. See the screen in the back? That's pretty cool. They're playing like movies and cartoons and movie trailers commercials, 80s commercials. They're playing all kinds of cool shit all weekend.
I've heard this venue is absolutely amazing.
It's neat. It's really neat.
Oh,
Fast
intern
breaks.
Bill for the win.
Intern Bill brings.
With his fast break.
And this is like the old Star Trek computer room that's
Thanks,
in
fella.
there. I mean,
Oh.
just wanted to show it off.
Okay,
for a little
please
bit.
tell me that when you ran into Trevor, he came up and punched you in the face. Okay.
You mean Nate?
Nate? I hugged him and I said, I honestly did. I go, oh, I'm so glad you're here, Nate. He didn't skip a beat. He's like, yeah, fuck, I knew that was going to happen. I'm like, I know who you are.
If Trevor was really paying attention, he would have been like, yeah, the servants dropped me off.
Nate and Stefan, fucking killing it. Had a blast talking to those guys.
Great dudes.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Absolutely great dudes.
Go back. Yeah, night 2. Boom.
This guy wants to fuck you.
Again,
but the
because
coolest thing
he
is-
upgraded to Oreos
Yeah,
and
that's-
Milano cookies.
Milano
You don't buy
cookies, dude.
Milano cookies unless you come inside people. That's a rule. That is a rule.
The coolest thing,
Oh,
though,
you made me pull out? I'm never buying you a Milano cookie.
and I want you to show you that what that's folded up there, with those on. That's my sweatshirt. He had his wife wash it for me, and I had a little stain on it. So she's like, leave it on the bed. I'll wash it when you're gone.
Did she wash your
I
back
am
too?
so jealous. He's like, hey, he calls her up. I think she did all this. He calls her up and, hey, take care of my boy, huh? He's under our care. He came into Philly. He's under our care. He's part of our family, all right? Nobody fucks with him, all right?
Oh God, this had to be
Boom.
fun.
Me holding
Oh,
Volliger without this. You don't see him a lot now without the big furry thing in front of him. But look at the fucking details.
That fucking chest armor
Yeah.
is amazing.
Wow.
Pretty sweet. man.
absolutely amazing.
This is for you that aren't looking or listening or seeing this. This is Volliger version 2. That is coming in the Elithia wave. Pretty fucking cool. His colors just hit the light too. I mean, I don't even think this photo does it
Who
justice.
painted that?
The factory.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading something and I thought you said his paints just and I thought I missed a name.
Oh
So-
no, I meant the character's paints.
Oh, okay.
Ah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. I was Will Billy Bay says, "Oh damn, double Wuda in Milano," and I got sidetracked.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
All right,
Oh, here we go.
now it gets good. Me and Len are doing a walkthrough, a booth walkthrough, live on one of the things. And all of a sudden, we didn't know this was happening. But over the intercom goes, custom figure contest in 10 minutes. Please bring your custom figures over to the table. And I look at Len, and Len looks at me. Len's holding the phone, doing like I said, talking to whoever's listening to his live. He goes, grab a custom and put it in there. I'm like, which one? He points, looks up at the
one
troll.
where you did nothing other than paint the head of it. Do that one.
Yeah, well, that fucking head is bigger than the fucking figures next to it. You match that paint.
I wouldn't try to match that paint. I also wouldn't try to pull it off as a full custom, but
I'm just gonna say if I had to pick one of the four I see in front of me right now,
it's the pirate.
I'm
hands
taking
down.
Patrick Boyles.
The fucking pirate all day long.
Honestly, Patrick's is badass.
Yeah, that skeleton, that pirate is amazing.
But I know that there's dumb people probably judging this. I don't know who they are.
But they're dumb.
But most people are just going to look at the big troll and go, that thing's big, I'll vote for that.
Right.
I'm not sure which stupid idiots are voting, but they're stupid idiots for sure. So
I think we realize how this vote went just
Right.
based on this.
Yeah.
So, I set the troll down, I go over there, set the troll down, and then it gets fun. Because Michael Zolotrowski, I think that's his real name.
Zolotaro?
Zolotrowski, isn't it?
There's no ski at the end.
I think he took it off. He's Polish, man. He's got to be.
Oh,
Right?
okay, but
Maybe he's
known
not.
everywhere as Zolotaro. so-
Okay. Whatever it is, Mike, good guy, fun guy.
not good enough to know his name, but
I could have swore
he's
it
a
was
rapper.
Trowski, but I don't know. Anyways,
It's that good.
so we go over there, we plop some figures down. We got Patrick's figure there. Anthony had put a figure down. I don't know what that other one is, and then mine, and then there's another one that hasn't been set down yet in that picture. There wasn't too many entries. The fun part is Michael's standing there with his microphone, and he's like, all right, starting over with number 1 on the far left. There's number 1, there's number 2, there's number 3, there's number 4, right?
Anthony's looks great too.
It does. But these guys get up there, and there must have been more than that, because I remember. Anyways, it doesn't matter. These guys get up there, and it wasn't just Anthony. And they're talking about their customs. You get up there and you go, all right, number 1, get up here, say some things around your custom, and people, they don't know how to talk. They don't know, they're like this.
They're like Steve on episode 1. Episode 0.
Fucking crushing Xanax and snorting it off the fucking board.
I started this custom based and then I went over and no one knows what the fuck they just said.
Yep.
It's low. No one's even paying attention. They get to number 4, which is me, and they're like, number 4, come up there. I walk up there. I grab that mic out of his hand. I put it right up to my fucking mouth like a pro. Because I know how to use a mic. Yep. And then what I said was something like this. I was like, this horrifically beautiful piece of art was sculpted in Sweden by Prince. It was printed in New Jersey, the heart of America, by a hardworking small business owner. Then it was painted in the Wolverine state, meticulously, in Michigan, by a true artist who was able to match the colors to the standard troll body, which is beautifully made by the Four Horsemen Studios. And at the end of this thing seamlessly comes together and appears to be a factory piece, but it is much, much more than that. The world came together to make this custom. And if I keep talking about this, I may just start to cry.
Jesus Christ, it's longer to tell the story than it is to fly to fucking Pennsylvania and just attend ZoloCon.
I'm not getting enough attention, gotta say something.
People are texting Travis's phone asking him to tell you to shut up. It's bad. Len just messaged him like, can you stop this?
And I'll tell you, the place went dead silent, and all you heard was a quick
Snoring.
gasp. You heard the crowd, and I was like, and I handed the mic to Zolo, and I walked away, and then some freaking dork in a freaking cosplay costume gave me a high five, but I gave him the hardest high five ever. I think I ripped his fucking arm off.
Knocked the poor kid down.
Yeah, he deserved it.
F those kids.
That's what you get for having an extra chromosome.
So,
can I ask a quick question, an honest question?
Honestly.
Okay. So you said it was painted in Sweden by a prince.
Sculpted in Sweden by a prince.
Okay. You said it was sculpted in Sweden by a prince.
Yeah.
But you didn't say printed by a wolf king or painted by a lord. Why did you say prince if you weren't going to say king or lord?
I didn't have time to practice this thing. It was all coming right off the top of my head. What came out is what came out.
Okay. All right. That's all I know.
I didn't even know I was going to be in a custom contest.
Printed by a wolf king is a pretty cool line.
Yeah. Right.
You know what?
And
I
then
think I
painted
did
by
pretty
a
good.
lord? The only thing that's not true is the one he said about Emil being a prince. You know?
He's a prince in Steven's heart.
I mean, he's a prince of thieves. He stole my heart, but still.
Fucking better than anything you guys would have came up with.
Did Steven give him free art afterwards after he high-fived his arm off?
And here's the winner. Yep, that's right. I got beat by a paper mache thing that isn't even a figure. That's what won.
What
if
is
you
that?
zoom in there, it's hard to see, I know, but it's a little diorama thing. It's all paper mache. There's not a figure there. It's not articulated. It's just this thing this guy made. It would be
What
better.
does how it started mean? Like
I don't know. You flip it around. I didn't get both sides of it. He flips it around, and it's how it started, and then there's like another thing on the back, and I didn't get what it is.
Is that Zolotchanowski?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a paper mache. It's 3D, but then he painted it It's not a figure at all. It's not a figure.
But it was just a custom contest.
I thought it was a custom figure contest, but
All you had was a custom head, though. Why'd you enter a custom head into a custom figure contest?
because when you put a head on it, it becomes a custom figure. You can't buy that.
I don't know. According to the Thunderdome, it's not a custom if it's just part swapping.
That's not part swapping. It's part making. That's part painting.
Sounds like the judges took that into consideration.
Sounds like the judges just didn't. I don't know.
I think you lost because you're white.
I don't know.
Oh my God!
Be any whiter, actually. Nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with you being white, man.
Nothing wrong with being vanilla.
When you go to Sherman-Williams and there's 14 whites, that's why. It's because of people like Steven. It's like, we've got to have a color that's more white than white. Like, how do we do this? He's definitely not eggshell or cream. He is whiter than white.
So did you hang out? Did you talk with Mike? Not at all.
I mean, I talked to Mike. He was cracking up during my speech.
Okay.
It's a good thing Steve wasn't president in Independence Day.
I don't get it. But that was $100.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he got that guy got $100 for that art project from 5th grade.
Well, based on it, looks like he needed the money more than you.
I can guarantee Steve probably did this when they said it. Steve's like, I made $100 selling 3 heads over there.
Two heads.
Yeah.
Was Mike's girlfriend or wife there?
Whatever she. Yeah.
Did she have her fangs?
People said so. I didn't see them.
I feel like she's always got her fangs.
I think she did. I think people. I heard people mentioning it.
Who's the poor guy in the back that didn't actually make it into your picture?
It's Anthony. Anthony must have been. Why is
No,
it?
that's Anthony's face. I can look
Yeah, I
at
can
it.
see
and tell that's
Anthony.
Anthony's face.
I see Anthony.
Anthony, Boyle, Len, Cookie, and then there's 2 people in the background that aren't looking.
They must not have been with us.
Why is your tongue out?
Because I'm like, yeah.
Why is it so white?
Because
What do you got on there?
that's my crew. Those are the guys that came to support me, help me. Basically, they're there for me. Next. Night 3, more waters. Couple more treats.
Are those Go-Gurts?
No, they're like little.
Those are supposed to be refrigerated. They're trying to poison
like
you.
little Starburst things.
Oh, okay.
Was there water because you were drinking so much?
I don't know. That was I don't know.
I like
Alcohol.
water.
Just there in case I needed it.
Were you drinking a lot of alcohol then?
Where's
No.
Chestnut Hill College?
That is where Anthony's daughter was. Or
Is that a
should-
pillowcase with that on there?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah, it's a pillowcase. So, yeah, a couple things I learned. Is there any more pictures? Oh, the last night I was there.
Tomato pie.
Yeah, you gotta try the tomato pie.
What the fuck?
You ever eat tomato pie? Nope, I haven't eat tomato pie.
Pizza without toppings.
It's not pizza though. It's weird. You eat it cold.
Oh.
It's more of a bread than a pizza. It looks like a crust, but it's not. And it's pretty good. It's got a sweet sauce. You put a little bit of Parmesan. And, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Coropices, eh? I don't know. Coropias, eh? As long as you go, at the end. It sounds
Tomato
right.
pie, eh?
Anthony says to me one day, he goes, you ever eat a tomato pie? And I'm like, no, me and my wife don't do that when she's on that time a month. And he's like, no, not that kind of tomato pie. I got another tomato pie. A real tomato pie. You ever eat a tomato pie? I'm like, oh, okay. So here we go.
Maverick says sounds disgusting. We'll tell you about that joke when you're older, Maverick.
It's actually it's actually really good. It's a thing they do. They're like, in the summertime, we're all by the pool. We all sit around and eat tomato pie and Philly cheesesteaks. That's basically what they eat. So that was cool. You know, getting a little bit of. I had a wonderful night. Didn't get any pictures, but after Saturday night that was Sunday night. We all went to dinner. A group of us went to dinner at this taco place called Taco Suave. Taco Suave. We went in there, and there was nobody in there. We were the only ones. We walked about 12, 13 of us in there. Jeremy Gerard, Jim from the Four Horsemen was with us. Big Greg, Len, me, Patrick. I'm going to forget somebody, and they're going to get pissed at me.
Big Greg counts as 2.
Cookie.
Right?
Yeah.
Cookie's girlfriend. And
Yeah, Cookie.
yeah, Cookie.
Yeah, buddy.
Getting it.
And sorry if I missed you, but no, we all had a great night that night. I think that was Saturday night. Anyway,
I saw you and Jim sat by each other too, didn't you?
oh yeah, we're pals. Me and Jim are pretty tight, man. It's pretty badass. He's a great guy. He's you know, once you get talking with him, there's a lot going on in that under that man bun. And
Do you think Jim has forgiven you?
I think we found mutual respect. I think we don't agree. And I got to say, you know, after spending the week with Anthony and his family, I was a little bit jealous. Anthony's family's, his daughters are nicer than mine. They're better than mine. He has a wife that was actually able to do something mine could never do and bear him a son. Seems to take care of things. I was pretty.
God damn it.
So yeah, I was in good hands, and I can't go back. Even though I did go home, and I was kind of walked it up in, and I was like looked around my house, and I was like, "Fuck."
Fucked up. I gotta pee.
Well, pee, and then bring your guitar back, and we'll tell the story about how Steven ended up staying at Anthony's place for ZoloCon.
Ooh.
Oh, you guys are gonna tell a story now, huh?
We are.
Oh, I bet it's shorter.
Oh, these are they seeing this? Were they seeing that?
Actually, I got to pee right now, too.
That Thundercats thing is something I bought at ZoloCon. I got a Masters of the Universe one too. This guy was selling these like little placards, and I thought they'd be cool for my shelves, so I bought a Thundercats one, and then there's a Masters of the Universe one. I didn't bring them in because I thought they were just kind of neat. I just kind of sticky tacked them up there.
Yeah, those look super neat. I think anything like that could kind of like, help your display is pretty darn cool.
Mm-hmm. And he had a ton of them. He had like Turtles ones.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you can pretty much think of.
How much?
Think about putting it on a blank background so it kind of pops. You just see the wall back there. No. I know what you're going for, but you know what I mean? Something. I know what you're going for. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing, but not quite how I want to go about it. This dude is a teacher. Totally a good effort. Good effort.
Intern Bill is off camera currently.
Yeah. Joe fixed my glasses
Some guy.
at dinner. Friggin', I had a fit.
You almost
I,
fell out of your chair.
Yeah, and I dropped my glasses and my lens popped out. I tried to fix it, and Joe was watching me. He's like, I can't stand. I know this is what he was thinking. I can't stand watching those fat fucking fingers try to fix those fucking glasses. He was quiet for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then he was like, "Can I try? Can I just do it?"
Don't you wish we lived with these guys? By these guys? I mean, don't you just wish that?
I do.
Yeah. I mean, Chris. Speaking of Chris in the hospital,
I would leave all
Hopefully
you
Chris-
fuckers to live next to them in a heartbeat. Be like, fuck you guys.
That's just hurtful.
Yeah. They should move here.
Hey, thoughts and prayers to Chris. By the way, he's in the hospital. So
Chris who?
Garch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think
Billy Smithsonian.
everything's okay, but
It's so slippery. It's like
It is slippery.
Wow.
yeah.
Look at this.
Look, we came prepared.
Effort.
I can't even.
You good?
I don't know. We'll find out.
All right.
So I'm imagining. Steven obviously stayed with Anthony. Anthony's a good friend of the show. Anthony, are you watching? I haven't seen his name.
Anthony typically listens.
Okay. All right. So we anybody who listened to music in the 90s knows of a little band called the Gin Blossoms. And they're arguably their largest hit ever was a little ditty called Hey Jealousy. This is Jeremy and I's version of the Gin Blossoms' Hey Jealousy. This is called Hey Anthony. Count me in.
Okay, 1, 2.
Tell me if you think it'd be alright if I could just crash here tonight. You see, I'm too cheap for paying. And anyway, the horsemen all said no. And you know it might not be that bad. I'll be the best you've ever had. If I hadn't ripped that bra off years ago, Cornboy wouldn't have said no. Tomorrow I will walk around this con like a customizing Obi-Wan, showing all the newbies how it's done. I'm the Lord. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony. And you can trust me not to shit, 'cause your toilet seat's too round. And you know your wife is safe from me. Don't even dick my own wife down, 'cause all the fingers supposed to be facing you, imposing the right limb. If I hadn't blown the thing at PowerCon, I might be here with Jim. Tomorrow I will walk around this con like a customizing Obi-Wan, showing all the newbies how it's done. I'm the Lord. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony. Tomorrow I will walk around this con like a customizing Obi-Wan, showing all the Padawans how it's done. I'm the Lord. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony. Tell me if you think it'd be alright if I could just crash here tonight. You can help me with my jammies while your wife makes us some Sammies. And I know it might not be that bad. I'll be the best you ever had. If I hadn't blown that whole team years ago, I might not just look back. Oh, I can walk around this car like a customizing Obi-Wan, showing all the newbies how it's done, except the guy with paper mache. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Anthony. I am the Lord. And that's how it happened. Got all the waters.
Good job.
Absolutely genius.
I try.
Oh, genius, Peter. Beautifully played.
I
Jeremy.
still can't sing, but that's a hell of a lot better suited than
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
Rascal
you nailed
Flatts.
that. You nailed that.
That was good.
Absolutely nailed that.
And what was super great is, listening to you tell the story, like little things that you hit, and you're like, oh, I'm so glad I thought of that for the song. Like, it just made sense, So.
Oh, perfect. Oh. Damn, Peter.
You guys don't have any idea how much fun that is to do. Man.
He goes a couple days ago. Can you learn Hey Jealousy? I'm like,
It was literally
all
like
right.
Thursday.
It's like, okay.
So then last night he texted me and he goes, "We still doing the parody in the morning?" And I saw it this morning because like I went to bed at like 9 last night.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
And now the song is
Oh.
Oh, damn. That is good stuff. Oh,
Anthony. Good job.
absolutely brilliant. Oh,
So, toy drama. An hour and 10 minutes in.
Or news.
You
Oh
wanna
yeah,
do news
yeah,
first?
shit, we didn't even got
If
there.
you got some news, yeah.
I got a little bit of news.
Well, you go first.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Cody, do you mind bringing up a couple of things that I sent you? Toy news. Holy cow! The weird thing is being off 3 weeks. A lot of stuff has happened. Unfortunately, we are not going to be talking about all of that because some of it is old news now. But there's a couple things I did want to talk about. This was one of them. And Wilderness Hunter Crocker.
Yeah, actually, and is
That's
this the only
a
picture you have?
That's a
I got a
Leatherhead
couple others,
ripoff.
but not great.
I was
Not
say if Cody if you want, I do have a bunch of pictures of this guy in mind.
that are probably much better than my pictures.
Dude, that's-
Super badass.
You could use that for like a Killer Croc. You could use that for Leatherhead for sure.
That's what I was gonna ask you guys. When you see that, what do you what do
I
you
immediately
It's
think
a
Leatherhead.
Leatherhead ripoff.
Yeah, I really feel like Leatherhead was my thing. Killer Croc for sure because you take that coat off of.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are pictures of. I mean, to me, then boom, that's Killer Croc. I mean, so it's a pretty amazing toy from a studio that I'm not really sure of.
I don't think I've ever even heard of
No,
Fury Planet.
Yep, it is. It is.
Yeah,
Oh,
look at that
look at
motherfucker, man.
It's up on Big Bad Toy Store right now for pre-order. Probably a few other sites.
Price?
I think 90. Let me.
Yeah.
I did put it.
I got
Yeah,
Big Bad.
yeah.
Yeah, I got Big Bad Toy Store.
112 scale.
So it's a big boy. $90 on Big Bad Toy Store right now for pre-order.
Yep. Coming out in July.
Yeah, by Maestro Union, brand Fury Planet.
7.68 inches tall.
So he's a big boy. Obviously,
28 points of articulation.
Gonna be pretty thick. for
And it
sure.
includes a mini comic featuring the character's background and story.
Yeah.
So
Got
it's-
two different looks.
So they just photocopied an old Ninja Turtles comic?
Yeah, I mean, kind of, yeah.
I don't know. To me, and it's hard because, like, I look at this, of course, and because of the lines I collect, I'm like, I'm gonna figure out a way to put that in Mythic Legions.
He's wearing fucking jeans and a
Yeah,
belt.
So that's gotta get covered up.
Denim's a big thing throughout. If you look
But,
through all the
but
Mythic
if you
Legions
put
figures.
like a skirt piece or something on it, right? Don't you think it could work?
Yeah, it would go with that hat perfectly. A nice little skirt. Yeah, and he's already got a sword. I mean, that's Mythic Legions.
I don't know, but I want this toy.
Well, buy it.
I'm
You
gonna.
don't need to put it in Mythic Legions, though.
He's gonna be right on the
could put
shelf
that-
right next to him.
He's gonna. You know he's gonna.
That red Fury Orc's gonna be holding that shotgun for sure.
Definitely looks cool.
There's rules in our really fantasy world, Travis.
Oh, don't even start there.
Yeah.
All right, so pretty cool piece. If you're interested, I think it's one of those things you should get out there, jump on. I don't got a picture of it, but there is also a Kickstarter going right now for that Dr. Jekyll Hyde-looking figure, big, monstrous, bulky monster. I've shared
He's
that.
Super descriptive, big, bulky, monstrous monster.
Oh yeah. Regardless, check it out.
It's super monstery.
Kickstarter, put in action figures. It'll probably be the first one that comes up. All right, so absolutely cool. Cody, you want to go on to my next picture? I think.
Wait, we'll see
There we
where
go.
Yeah, you might as well go back to mine.
This is a Thundercats figure that is by Super 7. And this is something I don't remember this from the cartoon or anything like that.
I do.
Okay, Steve definitely is our Thundercats guy. $55 for the female figure.
a bunch of pictures in mine.
sculpted by the Four Horsemen. Obviously, she also has this huge bike thing. That looks really cool. So,
Is she like a cop?
She's like a cop. She's like a cop, and she goes around and she's kind of like
Does cop stuff.
She cops it up.
Yeah, she's kind
Copping
of
a
like
feel. No, go down.
has a code. And she's unyielding and she hunts down bad guys, and it's
There,
basically
up,
Chitara's voice.
right,
and
up.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I didn't send him all these pictures because I really don't want to spend that much time talking about this ugly ass thing.
Well, you know,
Ugly, it's cool.
Oh, come on.
It's a Thundercat, but it's a human.
Yeah, space. I'm not, and it's not when I say ugly, it's not ugly, but this does nothing for me from the standpoint of
I can't put it with Mythic Legions.
I can't put it with Mythic Legions. Put it with Cosmic Legions, baby.
It'll go as well as
I
that
got
frickin'
Mephisto riding that bike.
crocodile.
Shut up! It won't go as well as that crocodile.
I'm in. I like this. I think it's fun. It's stupid. It's very stupid, but so is a lot of the designs in Thundercats, and that's why I think they're crazy, and I'm really in love with that.
I think it's a cool looking toy for sure.
some
Why don't
great
we-
photography?
You could put that with that crocodile figure. She's got a boomerang. That's Australian. So
There
those
you go.
together.
They fit.
I don't know what's up with the RoboCop helmet, but
Yeah, it was probably copying RoboCop a little bit back then. I mean,
A bike that she's got, it's 150.
Yeah, 150.
What do you think?
a lot of money, but I'm stupid. I'll buy it.
Do you buying that, Steve?
Yeah, probably.
Fair enough.
Because you're all in on the Thundercats line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I totally get it. Weird. Figures $55. The bike's $150. And don't get me wrong, the bike it's cool. It's a cool toy, cool design. It's just not for me.
It's a $150 hunk of plastic on a stand
Yeah.
that is painted pretty good, according to if it looks like that.
No,
And-
it does look cool.
But it's a showpiece. It's a piece that sits in your. It makes your collection look cool. And
So if you're in on Turtles, you kind of need it, right?
if you're in,
I'm sorry,
more,
if you're
more
on
so
Thundercats, yeah.
but Turtles could probably use it too. I mean, it's Ultimates. You could swap. It's 2022, man. You want to put a turtle on it? I'm not going to judge.
it's something you put there to make your toy collection look cool.
Yeah.
I feel like we're treading oxymoron again. You know?
Next.
I painted flames on the side of my Prius, so it makes it look cool. Well, it's a Prius. So.
Currently, Mezco 112, the Batman is up for pre-order. I know 3 of us in this room have seen the Batman.
4. Cody saw it.
Oh, Cody did see it. I don't want to go into great detail
do,
on the Batman
'cause I
right
think
now.
it's bullshit that fucking Steven didn't watch it.
Well,
I'm sick and tired
Steve
of it.
don't care if we talk about it, but I will say that I really enjoyed that movie.
I did. I absolutely did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeremy?
there was some fun stuff in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. 3 hours.
My kid has now seen it 3 times.
Whoa. So your kid really loved it. Does she love Robert Pattinson?
Not at all. Thing is, she's like, I don't want to go. It looks stupid.
Yeah.
I said, oh, okay, I guess I'll just go alone. And then she's like, fine, I'll go. Went. And I'm like the whole movie, I'm going, she probably doesn't like this. It's a little bit slow building and like just some of the stuff they're talking about or whatever. Like I don't know my kid. I don't know what she's thinking.
Yeah.
And afterwards she's like, that was really good. And then bam, went twice with 2 other sets of friends. So.
I know a couple people that have went 3 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We went with about 7 people. I would say 6 of the 7 really enjoyed it.
Yeah, Vernetta didn't.
Yeah,
That was weird.
Vernetta wasn't a huge fan. Yep. But it was pretty.
It's just kind of it's like at the beginning of his career, only like 2 years
Yeah,
in or
it's year
whatever. So
2.
he's still like making mistakes and shit like
Year
that.
2.
But like some of the tech and stuff that he had, like the fucking contact
The contacts
things and
was
stuff like
amazing.
that was awesome.
Context was amazing.
But I also like how he was kind of doing shit himself.
Yeah.
Like he was working on his own car, like kind of Iron Man in the basement style.
Yeah.
You know?
And like they never really show him like with the cops, like him going through the room and like checking everything out, and all the other cops are kind of like, "What the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
Like, why is he here?"
Right.
Like,
There was a lot of good pulls from old stuff and comics and things that I thought really made it a great Batman film. Yep. I really enjoyed it.
I mean, to be fair though, they could put out a different Batman every year, and I'd fucking
Go watch it.
So.
Yeah. But this did such a good job. I felt it was such a detective story.
Yeah.
Yep. And not only that, Riddler was
Kind of unnerving, a little creepy.
Riddler was badass.
Kind of took like a horror element
Yeah.
there.
Well, what's one of the biggest complaints I've always had with DC is it's not real cities, it's not real places, it's not. This brought it into reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was the Riddler, but he was a fucking sociopath. Yes, they had the Penguin, but the Penguin was a mob boss.
And how,
They had Catwoman, who was a cat burglar. You know what I mean?
I showed Lily a picture of Colin Farrell after the movie, and she's like,
I didn't believe it when Travis told me that.
she's like, there's no way that was Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
I'm like, it was. Yeah, that was him.
I didn't think this was funny.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Cody, that's good.
Each Batman movie just gets darker and darker. 2025 can't even see him.
It was dark as fuck.
Yeah,
And it rained the entire time.
It did.
the entire time.
But it was beautifully shot. I thought well written. There's only a few things that I really was kind of 3 hours got a little long, and the end
Where you
scene-
thought the movie was gonna end, then they add like another half hour.
Half
to the
an
movie, and
hour,
you're like,
yeah.
holy shit, okay.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
it didn't drag to me
No,
like the
it was
DC
still
ones
it was
do,
still
you know what I mean?
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apparently, Maverick's seeing it tomorrow. Maverick, if your parents said it was okay, it's okay with us. You don't have to. You don't need our permission, bud. So
When was he Bruce Wayne?
I thought his Bruce Wayne, he was a occlusive hermit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, reclusive, not occlusive.
What's-
Reclusive hermit.
And I read some thing after, because he was like kind of emo Bruce Wayne, right?
Uh-huh.
And like then I read a thing about the director saying that he kind of modeled him after Kurt Cobain.
Mm.
So I'm like, oh, well, I guess that kind of makes sense. Then the hair in the face all the time and all that shit. But he doesn't ever kind of like get all of the makeup off his eyes and
Yeah.
stuff. And
But I like how they did that.
mm-hmm.
Because it's like, oh, he doesn't have. Well, no, he still had the makeup on his eyes when he took his mask off, and I
Yeah.
liked that.
Yeah.
And they didn't give him that voice. They
No,
just let
and-
him talk.
And I read
He
an
just
interview,
didn't talk as much.
I read
you know?
an interview with him where he was like he tried a few different things like that, and it just none of it was working. So then he just ended up just kind of talking quiet, and
Yeah.
it's like, what do you know? That fucking worked.
Right, and limiting what he said. It was
Yeah.
always very kind of short and to the point. for
I
the
think
most part.
I think it told a good story from the standpoint too of he isn't Bruce Wayne. He's Batman.
Yeah,
Bruce Wayne is the mask.
yeah.
And at this point in his life, he is not very good at being
The
Bruce
mask.
Wayne.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
Because he's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that movie did a good job of showing that he realizes he can do more as well as Bruce Wayne. I think
Right,
we'll
yeah.
see that
By
in
the end
future.
of the
Yes.
end of the movie, instead of him just being vengeance or whatever, in the end, it's kind of like he's sort of like hope.
Yeah,
So
needs to do a little bit more.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That's what the S stands for. Is hope. Good call, Jeremy.
Oh, really enjoyed it. Okay, so the Mezco Batman is up. Hopefully you'll be able to get it if that's something you are interested in. This is one that I've had a couple people bring up to me to discuss, and this is kind of an interesting piece. Hasbro Pulse right now has the Boba Fett throne room, is what they're calling it now, available. It comes with a ton of cool accessories. This is for 3.75, okay?
Sure.
It's a cool piece. Do you see the price tag on it?
$229.
$230 for this piece. It's pre-order right now. It's supposed to be 2023 is when it'll be shipped. Does this seem like this should have been a HasLab kind of thing? At that price point.
Hard to say.
It seems more HasLab appropriate to me.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like something that everybody's going to get. So
They're just all they're doing is de-risking it.
Well, it's a pre-order. You're
Yeah.
kind of
You know what I
right.
mean?
You know, they did
It's-
a pre-order for it. And,
Right.
Yep. It's not like, I mean, it's being made. It's the difference is a HasLab,
Yeah.
you know, if it doesn't
Yeah,
get funded.
yeah,
Yep. This is being made. Will you ever see it in a store? I mean, do you think you're going to walk into a Meijer or a Walmart
No.
and see this thing on the
not
shelf?
with that price point.
No, that's how I
way.
feel too. There's just
Yeah.
no way that's going to happen. So I do think this is one of those pieces that if you are interested in it, you should probably pre-order it because I don't know if you're ever going to see it someplace else. So, like for me, as a flipper, like I look at that and go, that could be one of those pieces that ends up being $500 because it could be very scarce.
Sure.
Yep. But $230 for a 3.75-inch play set, I'm personally struggling with it, even as to flip it.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could see some pictures with the stuff all set up.
I'm sorry. I can show them to you real quick. I mean,
That's fine. We can look it up.
it is on it's on Hasbro Pulse right now.
Does Travis understand that you can just hold your thumb on a picture and save the picture instead of just screenshotting everything?
Yeah, but it's hard to do it like when it's on a site like this. I don't know if this. Oh yeah, Cody's the man. There you go.
Okay, that looks cooler.
That is pretty sweet.
That was the coolest part of the whole freaking series.
Oh, take your helmet off, Bobo. What are
When
you
he
doing?
when he walked in and shot him.
Yeah, he was like, man, he's gonna be a crime boss. He's gonna fucking kick some ass. I was like, yeah, nope, he's gonna hug
He
puppies.
did kick quite a bit of ass.
Yeah, for the good of the people that he gives them two fucks about.
It's a really cool piece. Like that is
cool.
It's pretty amazing to me.
Yeah.
But I just and if you're a hardcore Star Wars collector or I mean this is a showpiece.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yep, it's super neat.
If you're a Star Wars fan, you hate it.
Cody said if you're a Star Wars fan, you hate it.
You have to love it enough to hate it.
Limit of 5 per customer.
Which is strange to me too. Why do you do that? I don't understand that.
I do like the details there.
Honestly,
Keeping that-
it's somebody goes in and this is awesome, and they do 20 of them, and then they cancel their order or something, and they get stuck.
Oh yeah, that makes
know?
sense.
Yeah, I guess that I never thought about it that way. That does make sense. So cool piece. I'd be interested, in the viewers who are watching right now. Who's buying this? Is anybody actually going to purchase this thing? Now, don't get me wrong. Like Trevor, Nate, these guys that take these beautiful photos and they create these dioramas and they do all this work. I could see this, being a nice piece for them. It takes some of that
all
away.
Those guys are working in 6-inch scale, aren't they?
Well, that's the other side of it. It's like
if this was 6-inch, I think they'd be better apt to make it more successful.
if it was 6-inch, I would probably buy it.
Right.
Yep.
But
It would be huge.
Sure, a HasLab then.
Well, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
it would be just too big then.
$500
Yeah.
or more.
Easy.
Yeah. Double the size, double
Yeah.
the price, so you'd be like 550, 560.
Wow, you guys need to learn how to do math.
Wasn't it 249?
Well, yeah, double that is 460, not 550.
You forgot tax.
What?
You forgot shipping.
Hey, Trav, I just bit my thumbnail off and threw it on the floor if you're hungry.
Where?
I kind of fast break things.
All right.
So
Thank
fucking
you,
gross.
Cody. Fennec
Travis
is
is like, why do we need to shop? My body keeps growing food.
yep.
Put a couple boogers on that nail.
Travis is the first human that's completely self-sufficient.
Keep going down, down. We went through these and then we go.
She looks like she's got a nice can.
All right, here we go.
Speaking of nice cans,
That face is weird.
This
That is
is
weird.
Lady Spooktacular,
Oh,
1/6
what
scale.
the fuck is this?
that's Scarlet Witch.
This is from SW.
Not if you don't have the
Toys.
license.
Right.
There's no fucking way that this is going to allow to be sold. No
Dude.
way.
It's one face, and it's that face. This is obviously taken from
Whoop! I gotta go potty.
the scene in the movie where, or in the series where she's, it's Halloween or whatever, and she's wearing that old school.
Why does she have a dong?
She does have quite the prominent pubic mound.
It's a big
Yeah.
clit, okay?
She also has nipples.
That face is like
Go ahead and scroll
disappointed
through them.
disappointed in the size of your dick face.
Yes.
Oh, that is a great example of that face.
She's like, hey, Viz, whip
That's
it
not
out.
face. I've seen that face. That's not it.
That's like, oh great.
You
boyfriend
show
day.
us some more. What else did we get?
I don't want to see any more of this ugly thing.
That's why I'm doing this. They put out so many pictures of this fucking thing, and it's all this face. with their nips. You can't really see the nips too much in that picture,
Yeah, I
but
can see them. There they are.
She does have like a little pubic boner kind
Yeah.
of thing going on. A pubic boner.
Oh my God! This
just
is
skip to the last picture though, and
no, thank you.
Her boobs aren't even that good.
Her nipples,
No, it doesn't look like her at all.
her nipples are in a weird spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not in my mouth.
Look at this. She's too
What is
skinny.
up with
Look
that?
I
What
mean,
is up
look
with
at the
that
arms.
dick?
If it was sticking out that much, you'd see camel toe, wouldn't you?
Or moose knuckle at least. Maybe this is a gender fluid one. Maybe they're trying to like capitalize on the current society.
That figure should be called Lady Scary as Fuck.
Lady Spooktacular. The last picture I have, you don't have to go through all the pictures, but the last picture I have is the actual screenshot from the show. Look at how weird her arms look too.
It's one of those jointless
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's pretty
type
creative.
bodies. No matter what she does,
That face, yeah,
she's just got
she
the
can't
same
take her
expression.
seriously.
Oh, look at that little
awful.
dick. Look at
Poor
that little dick.
Scarlet Witch.
Look at that little dick.
There was,
Still little.
look at, it's just there was such potential with this, and no, it's just fucked
Oh, look,
up.
it's like a penis, but smaller.
Oh well.
Ick. Yeah. No.
Fist bump on the little penis.
Now she's scratching her ass.
Yeah, look at
If
my
you go
dick.
back one.
That's why she's spooktacular.
Right there, she's scratching her ass.
Getting it.
She got a wedgie.
Yeah, that little tiny dick pushes
Pulling-
forward and runs it up her butt crack.
Pulling the balls out of her asshole.
Wow.
Ick.
There it is. There's the actual picture. Why
That's
that
the face you pick.
Yeah, why? That's the one.
How did you pull that screenshot?
Somebody had posted it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, she's so
Yeah.
beautiful. And
I
that's
know.
what they
Look,
picked.
she's
Oh my
gorgeous.
gosh.
And then they do that.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was pretty
I'm gonna
funny.
buy that just because I want to see what's underneath the crotch.
Oh man, these turtles. Dang.
I'm telling you. Super 7 wave fucking what 6 or
6.
something.
Go ahead, Cody.
There we go.
Look at this. This
It's
is
so huge.
this is a Valentine gift to Peter. My fucking punk rock Don, man.
So cool.
So
I mean, and just look how fucking big those dudes are, man.
I'm so glad they did that.
Mm-hmm. So we have like I don't know if that's Robotic Bebop. I'm not sure if that's the name they gave him. Metalhead Warrior, Metalhead or something like that. But he's like Michelangelo colors. Kind of a rare vintage figure. We got the Triceraton,
Which is an easy buy for me.
and then not Sergeant Bananas, but Gorilla. Which
He's-
was basically he was like in a magazine, and they called him Gorilla. On the back of Sergeant Bananas file card, though, it does say the Gorilla good guy.
Mm.
So it's like the same dude, but there was no vintage toy of him looking like that. But
It's beautiful.
yeah, I don't know why they would go that route,
look at those feet.
but yeah.
monkey feet.
Go ahead, scroll through some of that shit, my friend. You got some pretty stuff. Look at fucking
Guitar!
That's ridiculous. but
It is
for some
so
reason, I'll
ridiculous.
probably
But that's
buy
what
it.
he had. Was a guitar.
They obviously changed his head a little bit.
I cannot think of a guitar without thinking of My Prerogative by Bobby Brown. You know what I mean?
I want a guitar so bad.
They think I'm crazy.
That's the one I'm probably least.
Yeah, that one's not doing much for
Yeah,
me.
the bebop.
I didn't have this as a kid.
Right.
So, because this was relatively late,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
95.
Man, the fact that they're going that deep.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy
I'm
shit.
going to get my Monty Moose
Dude, I think you can get everything you want.
and probably some stuff I don't, like Farmer Mike, which I'll buy because he's got a tractor.
I saw a hot spot on at Zolo.
Did you?
Yeah, complete.
I see another.
What are they asking for?
Joe Crazy Bill.
I can't remember. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I can't.
Last
remember
one I
the-
saw, in-time card was $850.
Yeah, I'll never own one.
What do you think Triceraton's going to cost?
Oh,
I thought they were. Isn't he 65?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
So
I
just
know
$10 more than.
I know that the gorilla is like 80 or something.
Okay.
So he's the most, but
Because
the-
55 is what the other the standard
yeah, the
size
standard
was.
size. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that thing is just magnificent.
It is a pricey venture, but god damn it.
But they're doing them right.
No,
Yeah.
they're beautiful.
You know, and the size, the scale is so important because that's the one thing that obviously there's other things, but the two biggest things that the original vintage line lacked was scale and paint apps to show the sculpt detail.
Yep.
These guys are knocking it out of the fucking park,
Yes.
man.
Yep. That's. I mean, the sculpt alone is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh.
But you think about all the sculpt details that got lost because they were just one color paint
Mm-hmm.
in the vintage. They're bringing all these to the forefront.
Gorilla is 75.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
A little bit less.
Michelangelo's 55. Bebop is 55.
Oh.
Donna's 55.
Did you
Okay.
say Bebop is 55?
Yeah, and
All right.
Triceraton is 55.
Okay.
Whoa.
Those are all Big Bad Toy Store prices.
Yep. So they're all standard except for the Gorilla.
Oh, man.
And just so everybody knows, it's Gorilla like
G-U-E-R.
Guerrilla War.
Yeah, guerrilla warfare.
God damn it. Look at that
Come with
motherfucker.
the tent.
I know, right?
Comes with a tent.
He does come with the coconut and banana. So.
There's some tents in this room right now.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
kidding. Look at that face.
So good.
Goes with Mythic Legions, right?
This makes me want a Donkey Kong figure, just like this guy.
It doesn't.
I know. I know a guy that can paint. Paint him up. Oh, awesome. Super cool.
You can
Joe-
just scroll through
Joe
what I
Fasopolo.
have.
Gorilla is massive.
Look at that. They give the 3 heads for Donnie,
Yep.
which is cool because, obviously
Half
he
a
only
Mythic
had
Legion's troll.
I love that spiked head, but
Yeah.
I gotta run the classic orange.
one. Sure.
You know what I mean?
The head, the tuning fork.
Yeah.
The
oh, and
fucking
the mic stand. I thought that
Yeah.
was just in the photo. I didn't realize
Nope.
that was actually a.
mic stand with the.
It looks like
wrap.
that giant dildo that Travis has, the mic stand kind of.
And even this man, robotic bebop man,
It's cool.
It
with
is.
that big fucking gauntlet hand there, and so neat. Yep. Triceraton, which
With the rats for
Yep.
snacks.
That means nothing to me except for the fact that we used it for that custom
contest.
competition.
6 years ago.
that's essentially Metalhead.
Yeah, Metalhead again, just a repaint, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, not awesome.
Those already went up for sale.
Ugh.
And is done. So yeah, I think those. Oh no, I'm thinking about some NECA stuff. So, all right. Did I send these? Are these recent?
I think
Oh,
we
okay.
did- I
Keep
think we
going,
did
it's
these
fine.
We did these last time, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought so. Whatever.
Man, the turtle
Go
stuff.
back to Big Clit Scarlet Witch.
Turtle stuff is crazy.
Big clit sergeant.
Yeah, there you go.
Scarlet Witch. That's stupid.
Look at that shit. Look, he's even got like a buzz cut.
Look at that bazooka. I never noticed it was a banana shooting bazooka.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous
It's
looking. I love it.
It's very phallic.
He's so friendly when he's friendly and so mean when he's mean.
Displaying him with the closed mouth head is like displaying Wolverine with his claws not popped.
I'm getting
Yep.
two,
Very cool.
like I did with Jaga. I had to have old Jaga without his helmet.
Now these are just kind of leaked images right now, but these are for the cartoon line for NECA, Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady. If you know, you know. Some box art there for them. Yeah, nobody's jumping up and down. That's fine though. That's fine.
Yeah, that's. I
Yeah,
mean,
these stuff is trash, Jeremy. I don't know why you like these.
These right here, I don't really give a shit about.
Okay.
you're gonna get him though.
I will, because I'm a completist at this point, but I don't really want them. So
I couldn't waste money. If I was that fan, I couldn't waste money on this when the other stuff is.
Yeah, that Super 7 stuff is just so hits it for me.
nah, they're two toy lines. They're two
But yeah,
different
Right,
toy
I'd
lines.
get that too.
Depends on what you're excited about.
Yeah.
I
I
understand.
didn't watch the cartoon. I played with the figures. And I watched the cartoon, but I played with the figures, man.
Right.
And now, see, in the episode, it was Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady. But I think if you go one more, I think it's Super Rocksteady and Mighty Bebop was the name of the VHS.
No.
So, because people were commenting like, isn't it supposed to be Super Rocksteady? So,
That don't surprise me.
Yeah.
Jesus, are those Cabal people?
Oh, there you go. Though the episode is titled Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady, the robotic duplicates are referred to as Super Rocksteady and Mighty Bebop in the show.
Well, good. I'm glad you clarified that.
Well, some people can't read it because they're listening. And then we finally have the neutrinos and Usagi for the cartoon.
Teaser?
No, there's some actual pictures in there. Just I think Cody's forgetting that we're doing a show.
Those are so freaking cool.
Cody's like, fuck this show.
Yep, 3-pack of these guys.
I really hope that we get these in the toy line.
Toy version, yeah.
Because I want these figures, but I'm not doing the NECA stuff, so...
Yeah. And these are, you gotta have these guys.
They were made as original toys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
They must have came later.
Well, they had Zach came first, and then later on they did Cartoon Turtles, and then that's when they added the 3 neutrino. They actually did Zach again in like more cartoony colors, and then they did the other 2.
And that was also when they did like Vern and that stuff was all that same time.
Vern and
Wacky Toon, whatever.
Yep. Burn and Vernon and Irma, and they did a Shredder in cartoon. But yeah,
nice.
Yeah, those
really cool.
hoverboards are so cool.
I think it's $75 for the 3-pack of the neutrinos, and then $35 for Usagi.
I might get that 3-pack just to have because I love those.
I mean, they're really cool. And Usagi's always good. Now here's a really shitty pixelated picture, but it looks like there's a
Is this
little
from
leak.
Trav?
Yeah, looks like there's a leak for some Masterverse figures here for Masters of the Universe.
Jesus, put that shit back in the box.
Frosta for some reason.
Yeah, that's odd, but I like it.
Yeah. Stratos Roboto hopefully comes with a poncho, and the dark Evil Lyn.
The Evil Lyn we all want.
With the bat motif on her head.
The one that's trying to bang Skeletor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straddle Skeletor and lick his teeth.
Yeah, she totally licked his teeth.
Skeletor is such a putz. Freaking got all the power, but you put some pussy in front of him. He's like, all right.
He's still a man. He's still a man.
What a puss.
And then
what is this?
That's Hot Tila.
Is it the Hot Tila we've been seeing?
Yeah.
Because it looks different.
It looks less hot.
Oh, shoulders are so
It looks
big.
less hot.
Huh.
Yeah, look at that. Hair down.
I need smaller arms.
I just wish we could see her dick.
I don't know. She looks good. She looks better than the other one.
Huh.
Yeah, there you go. What else I got? We went through all that shit. Maybe we're done.
We done?
Maybe we done.
Looks like we might be done.
Look like we might be done with all the toy news.
Run that one more time.
That should be our thumbnail.
Just holler at me one more again.
All right, on to toy drama.
Yeah, we got some
You got
toy drama.
Any Travis?
We do have toy drama. It's
All
probably
right.
gonna be a lot more than what I'm
Did we freeze?
gonna come up with here.
Oh, are we done?
Real quick, we did have some people ask to join the support group. Derek Simmons. His favorite host is Travis. Toy line is Legions. Welcome to the club, Derek.
Just start sending these to Cody.
Then we had Bryce Nackstead. Bryce Nackstead. He said Travis because he doesn't bring anything to the podcast.
Oh.
Pete needs to talk more about the fire department. Steven needs to badmouth women more, and Jeremy needs to laugh more at Steven's jokes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Mythic
yeah.
Legion
I
fan.
get all of that except for the fire. I don't really talk that much about the fire department, do I?
That's what he's saying. I think he wants you to more.
I want you to more.
No, he's being facetious because
Yeah, I
he's saying
assumed. Yeah,
Steve to bash women more, you to laugh more at his jokes.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
So,
I think he's ripping on us all.
I don't think so.
so who's his favorite host?
Me. He said Travis.
He said Nick's Travis off the show.
Andrew Kramer. A little bit of a talented artist.
Yeah.
His favorite host is Jeremy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, man.
Uh-huh. Loves He-Man.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, that works.
Yep.
Not enough to hate it.
Does work.
There's stuff I don't like.
Does work for Matthew. Jimmy Thompson. His favorite host, Steve.
Yeah.
What toy line do you love? Mafex. He's a DC fan.
That's why he likes Steve.
Welcome to the group, Jimmy. Welcome. And I thought I had at least one more.
Curtis says, Travis sounds really into it today.
Sean Saunders. His favorite host is Travis. Marvel Legends, Star Wars Black series, and Mythic Legions. What do you know? That's stuff I like too, buddy. He said the Marvel or DC. The Marvel or DC argument is just like Star Wars or Star Trek argument. You like them both, but one holds the edge over the other.
No,
Marvel.
you're fucking kick him out.
He said Marvel.
I like Marvel.
I like Marvel too. All right. Next, I wanted to bring up the Thunderdome.
The Thunderdome.
Oh.
I will personally say that we can blame one person for the Thunderdome.
Elliot Lee.
Stephen Bushotee.
No. I had nothing to do with it.
Oh, Steve, come on, buddy.
Nothing to do with the Thunderdome.
Steven.
Nothing to do with the Thunderdome.
Come on, tell the truth here, buddy.
What do you want me to say? What do you? How do you think I have anything to do with this shit?
The day prior to the Thunderdome being created, what did you do?
Am I missing something?
Oh, you're not aware of the Thunderdome?
It's because it's because you're not hardcore Mythic Legions, man. You're out of the you're out of the loop.
Well,
on this.
could you maybe inform me? Or?
Okay, so the Thunderdome is a Mythic Legions fan group, right, on Facebook that Derek Harris started.
It's no holds barred.
Oh, okay.
It's the place where you can say anything you want.
Oh, okay. I have heard of this.
So this group is pretty much wide open, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Say what you want.
So far,
Steven, explain how you created this.
I didn't create it. I didn't do anything.
So Steven posts in our Patreon group.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek, what do you think about what's going on over in the Cabal? To which makes Derek realize he's been kicked out of the Cabal.
What did he get kicked out of the Cabal for?
I don't know.
Then how did?
I heard whispers that somebody had been removed. And then I heard that the name was Derek, and I said, "There's only one Derek that probably got removed." So I thought, I wonder if he even. And so then I thought, well, I'm going to find out why he got removed, because if I go to our victims page, I'm sure Derek is ranting.
Okay.
I went there and there's nothing from Derek, so I thought, well, Derek must not realize he's been kicked out. So then I posted, "Derek, what's going on in the Cabal?" prompting him to look in the Cabal and find out that he's been kicked out.
So you never found out why he got kicked out.
Not exactly, no.
I think Derek did what Derek does, and
Opened his mouth.
Yep, there was a comment about Grisha or something along those lines, and he referenced this podcast and the race and blah blah blah, and then someone.
I think it was sex, wasn't it? Not race.
Yep. Oh yeah, race. Or sorry, sex. Then someone jumped on him and I think called him a glue eater or a paste eater or something like that.
Classic.
To which, of course, us knowing Derek,
Severe overreaction, I'm sure.
No.
he might have had some words.
Not him.
That guy started it. Did the other guy get kicked out too?
I don't believe so. I'll be honest, I'm not really. I know I'm supposed to be bringing the drama, but like I don't actually go and like when someone says this is the drama, I don't like do research to find.
Listeners, anybody know what's going on?
I don't find the drama.
I don't think you're going to find it.
So the Thunderdome is open. The Cabal is what it should be, in my opinion. The Cabal should be a family-friendly, line-supporting.
Why family friendly?
because that's what they want it to be.
That's what they created.
The guy that made it is the one. That's what he wants it to be.
If that's what it is, then that's what
the rules
that's
are.
how you should behave there.
Yes.
Oh, I agree.
Which is why I behave that way there.
Right. So, I mean, to me, the support group is a perfect place for the other stuff. That's if I have something where I want to be like, man, what a douche. Like, I would do that in the support group or the victims group or something along those lines. Well, now you have the Thunderdome. And it's obviously Mythic Legions centric. It's pretty much, and so what's happening now is if you go to the site and look at it, it's people like going, I hate this about, when people do this. And it's the kind of stuff that, I don't think should be in the Cabal. This is the perfect avenue for it, the perfect venue.
If you want to see cool-ass customs, positivity, and be in a safe place, you should be in the Cabal.
But it's not safe for everybody.
Well,
it's only safe for certain people.
But if you're gonna, my defense of the Cabal would be that if you're gonna try to put regulations on things and try to control things a little bit, you're never going to be perfect in the way you do it. There's going to be screw-ups. There's going to be things that you're going to miss. You're going to miss this person's comment. You're going to catch this person's comment. You're going to do this. You're going to react this way this time. You're going to react maybe not the exact same way. The next time something similar happens, that shit's just going to happen, in my opinion. So
if you're going to be high and mighty enough to literally kick people out, then you need to be high and mighty enough to make it as fair as possible for everybody.
But you got people like me. I never stir shit up in there, and I never have any problems.
Right.
So if you're not trying to stir shit up, and you're just trying to
if you're not trying to have any fun,
you could look at it that way.
And let's be honest, it's a Facebook group. The people who run it get to pick what the fuck happens in it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And it's their choice. They're gonna make those decisions. They're gonna kick out people for making laughy faces.
Motherfuckers.
It's kind of the way it works. It's not a democracy. It's not where your opinion is the right one. Because guess what? It's the person that runs it. It's their opinion that's the right one.
Shit, Derek went after Dennis Derby.
Yes, I believe that was where it started.
Okay.
Yep. So
somebody said that Dennis joined Derek's group.
Oh, I could see that, without a doubt. And now there will be a ton of shit talking going on.
So I hope it doesn't. If the group just turns into just shit talking the Cabal, I don't think it should be that way. That's just my opinion. But it's Derek's group; he can do what he wants.
Right.
But it's like, no. If this is just going to be a group where we all actually like Legions, we all are actually showing shit and talking about shit and calling each other an asshole here and there and being a dick or whatever, I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Well, I think it's hard. We'll see what the direction it goes.
See what it does.
I'm going to give you a great example. Okay, so the Cabal recently, we have this every time. New wave comes out, new group of collectors comes in. New group of collectors continues to ask the same dumb questions.
Yep.
Okay, which is fine. They're new. They don't know the answers.
Yep.
They're going to complain about the price of the test shots. They're going to complain about how long it takes to get stuff shipped to them. They're going to complain about all these things that people that have been around for a while are going to be like, where the hell have you been? Okay, and then you get a little bit of that. That's been going on for quite a while. I'm going to tell you right now, Wealthy Nate and Trevor and Dorklair did
Saints.
They did a pretty awesome thing just recently, and it's funny because we talked about doing this a while ago, but we're so lazy we never would do it. But they did their pop and swap contest.
Right.
Okay, and it's a beautiful idea. It's perfect. Hey, pop and swap these figures. That's what the figures were made to do. That's part of the appeal of the line. Mm-hmm. And they said post them in the Cabal, tag this pop and swap challenge, and boom. Now if you go to the Cabal, it is literally figure. It's what I really want the Cabal to look like.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Okay, and like I said, I want to thank those guys because Legions Lounge did that, and it's a cool aspect of it. But you're still going to get people who are going to post. Like yesterday was the test shot sale, and people are in there posting. I got in there and they were gone in 3 minutes. Yeah, no shit. There was 100 of them.
Each.
Yeah.
I tried to get an Airthier. Guess what I got? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing.
Well, don't tell me about it here. Put it in the cabal.
Yeah, what are you doing? Why didn't you make a post?
Because I knew that I knew that
Steve
was
is
a possibility.
Steve is being calm, articulated, and has valid opinions. What did that fast break do to him?
Who said that?
Billy Bass, Maverick.
If I had a list, I'd put you on it.
Billy Bass says, "Why aren't they painted?"
Okay, so with a growing line, a growing fandom, people coming to the cabal all the time, you're going to get these stupid questions. Those people are still idiots. I mean, when I joined fucking the Masters Universe Classics, I joined He-Man.org. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I didn't ask a bunch of dumbass questions. I kept my mouth shut and I read posts.
Yeah, I read a lot.
And then
of
I
stuff.
learned.
You read?
Yeah. And you sit back until you get a grasp on some things, and then maybe slowly start posting in there a little bit when you want to say something or something, so you know what the fuck you're talking about. So yeah, these people are fucking idiots. Okay? Test shot. Fuck you. You think you deserve a test shot? You just got here.
This could all be prevented if you truly wanted to create the environment that you guys are talking about, which I agree. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
They could fix all of this by putting the goddamn FAQ pinned to the top like people have suggested 47,000 times. Here's the deal. You join the cabal, you don't get to post till after you've read the fucking FAQ. And in there you put a line. Hey, you'll see test shots come up for sale. They're all gray. This is what they are. One line, done. They could alleviate a lot of these issues if they would do that.
Yeah.
But instead, they choose to police people based on what they see or how they feel or who they are, and that's where the butthurts come from. That's exactly where I'm at, and that's where I've been this entire time. When the person who creates the site, when you make a post that has 137 comments on it, and one of the moderators doesn't like it and deletes it, and then the fucking guy who created the site makes a new post to get everybody back involved to the one that the moderator deleted, there's an issue there. Because the owner of that site obviously wanted that post to continue. That's the shit that pisses me off.
Sounds like the Thunderdome is perfect for you then, buddy.
Hello?
Gonna get to say what he wants. All the time.
All the time.
What?
You want us to pause?
Oh, yeah, we probably need to run the plow through Station 2. Especially if it's been snowing this whole time.
Well, this is behind the scenes for you people.
This is what it's like when you're the boss.
This is what it's like. Yeah, well, I don't know, boss. There's like 6 inches of snow out there.
Well, if you take care of
Yeah, maybe you should run the plow through.
take care of Station 1,
Yeah.
and when I get out of here, I'll see what I've got going on. I can always run and grab the truck and do Station 2 as well.
I so want to make fun of him, but I don't want the guy on the other end of the phone to hear me, so I'm talking really low.
Yeah, go ahead and do what you got to do.
Like, I don't want to be a dick. I want to be a dick to Pete, but not the guy who's calling Pete, because I don't know him. But now he's gone, and I can be a dick. A lot easier.
Sorry, that was an automated system about a well being down low. That's going to call me 7 more times because I won't just handle it because I don't actually have to do work.
This no sucks.
All right.
All right, Cody, I just sent you a picture. I want to bring this one up so we can talk about it real quick. So I started seeing Facebook posts last Thursday.
I can't look at those things. I think they're from the devil. It's the devil language.
And so people were getting this box. Lo and behold, I got one of these boxes sent to me.
Well, let's fucking see it. Did you bring it?
I brought a picture of it.
You
And,
fucking douche.
I thought one of you guys would try and steal it, so I didn't want to bring it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it came with this real cool note, and really what this is it's a metal, like a medallion, like a code breaking thing, and you turn this little dial, and then these little symbols here represent things of the alphabet. And mine said Savage Crucible. So then if you look up Savage Crucible, it takes you to a website online where there is a portal, and there's actually a clock counting down to Toylana. is what it seems like. And people have been able to look through this, and they figured out that all the people that were getting them were My Action Figure Custom shoppers, and these have been sent to them. It's a real cool little thing. We're still waiting to find out what it means. Obviously, we've talked to William Robert Post on this show. There is a chance, I have a feeling, he could be putting out his own figures. We'll see. I just know that that's something that man has always kind of wanted to do. So it'll be interesting to see if it goes that way. But I thought it was a really cool marketing idea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pretty neat.
I mean, people were talking, like people, were breaking their codes and then comparing the codes. So it was just
like Batman.
It was a fun little
Did everybody
thing.
get the same code?
No, I think there was some differences.
Oh.
Yep, but it was all real similar kind of thing. I guess I didn't do a great job of looking at everyone else's.
Well, that's weird. You did a great job.
Yep, because I was just pretty excited about mine.
You were pretty excited after you had your wife decode it for you?
Yes.
There's no fucking way you did it.
She did it. Yeah.
Honey,
I
brain
did
no
it.
working.
She's pretty sharp unless it comes to territories.
Yeah, not so much. No, it was. It was cool, and like I said, I can't wait to see what happens with this. What do you know? There was a little bit of drama though.
Oh, yeah?
What?
I don't know how many times I saw people post, I wish I was part of the cool club. Why didn't I get one of these?
You don't spend enough money.
Yeah, I'm like, geez,
You got to buy your way to the top, bitches.
Yeah, you gotta have a problem.
How come all those people are driving Teslas? How come I don't have a Tesla? Because you didn't go buy a Tesla, you fucking toolbox. Jesus.
Oh, which I did think was pretty funny, and it made me be one of those where I'm like, man, people just can't, like, they are fucking whiny babies on the internet.
They can't be happy for someone else.
Nah.
They just cannot be happy for someone else.
It's unbelievable.
It's gotta be me.
I just want to know why these figures are twice the price, but they're not painted.
And by the way, if any of you guys who are watching this right now, any of the 7 of you, are one of those people that said, why did I get one? I wish I was in the cool club. Fuck off.
Yeah. Eat all the balls.
Yeah. Just cool. So we'll see. What if I didn't get one? I wouldn't care. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like that I have it. I should say that. I wish I would have had one, but I wouldn't get online and whine like a bitch.
If he didn't have one, he wouldn't even know what was going on. We'd be like, hey, did you see that medallion thing? What are you talking about?
Listen,
What?
I want you to go online and find a time where I'm crying like a bitch. Go find one. And then show it to me, and then I will give you permission to slap me across the face for being a bitch. Jesus.
Wow, that's somebody struck a nerve there. You're really kind of being a bitch.
Bringing
about
bringing the bedroom to the show.
fucking slut.
All right. Also, there's
Inside, but that was good.
there's a little bit of drama out there right now. And surprise, Bobby is part of it. Valiverse, Bobby is doing these. He's kind of stepped back a little bit from social media, which we think is a good idea. As a business owner, we think
Don't try to start talking about what you should and shouldn't do as a business owner. You haven't sold $10 million worth of shit, so you're not allowed to have an opinion, Trav.
Bobby has a YouTube channel, Declassified. It's good. He answers questions, so you can enter questions, and then he will answer them. And Bobby, like Bobby does, Bobby gives you his opinion. I mean, it's what we do on this podcast, of course, but we're not really trying to sell much of anything. But Bobby was asked about what he thought about Gridiron Studios, and he went over one of their pieces and talked about it quite a bit, which, of course, got some people worked up. It's Bobby's opinion, and he straight up says that right from the beginning. Hey, you asked for my opinion on this product? I'm going to give you my opinion. I don't know if you're a person making a toy line, okay, and then another company comes out and is making third-party parts that can fit with that.
Yeah.
I can understand where that could cause some frustration, okay? For example, if you intend on doing some of these things, but these third-party companies are doing it.
Do you think, would you be more frustrated if the figures you were doing were being done by a third party and they're doing entire figures off an old defunct brand of yours from the UK?
They're
Or would
not.
would you be more or less upset?
It's just a name, though. They're not based on those figures. He doesn't have any figures that are based on those exact figures.
Okay, so Action Force
Yep.
has nothing to do with G.I. Joe.
You said England. You were referring to Action Force. I thought.
Okay, yep. I'm referring to the fact that somebody's making military figures because he wanted 6-inch Joes, and then is upset that somebody's making guns for 6-inch Joes.
I don't know if he
I
actually
feel
was
like it's too
right, but I don't know
things.
if what he said was upset about it. What he, in watching the video, what his comparison more was, his issue was more of, these are expensive third-party parts, and the quality is not going to be the same as, let's say, injection molded, plastic parts, which we all know that, like we're all well aware.
Right.
So he talked more about the quality of the product and the price, or I should say the quality of the product comparably with the price, which I think a lot of people, you're going to have people that are going to say, oh, thank you. Now I won't spend $40 for this. And then you're also going to have people go, these are really cool parts. Why are you, it's one of those things. Like I don't know the proper way to handle this, but the reality of it is as we've seen, Bobby's going to handle it how he wants to handle it.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Never ask Bobby Valla if you look fat in these jeans.
If you in fact look fat in those jeans.
Because he's going to tell you.
If you're asking the question,
You're concerned
there's
about
a
looking
possibility that you're fat.
Right.
So you don't go up to Bobby.
So you're saying you don't ask that question if you're not fat.
So
Right, no. If you're not fat, you don't ask. Some girls do because they want to show off. They're like, fat in these jeans. No, your ass looks great. You know that, right?
I thought you were alluding to being upset because you said, imagine you are making these figures and now some third party is making accessories for them and you wanted to make those accessories. So from that comment, I was taking he was upset that somebody was making them.
no.
Which is where my example
this is how
He
I
never
picture,
said that.
This is how I picture, a conversation with a guy like Bobby going down at like a get together.
Hopefully this will be as good as impromptu as his speech was at ZoloCon.
You walk up to this guy and you're like, "Hey man, how you doing?" He's like, "Yeah, man, pretty good. How you doing?" "Yeah, man, I saw your car out there, man. It's pretty nice." "Oh, thanks. That's nice. Nice color red. Nice tires. Yeah, I'm into cars too. See mine out there, that blue one? Yeah, that's a fucking piece of shit." And you're like, "Dude, I just fucking told you that. I just told you that your shit's cool. I don't give a fuck. It's my opinion. Fuck you. You're an asshole. Don't call me an asshole. You asked." It's kind of where it would go down.
I agree, but I would like to expand on that. Because you're like, oh, hey, that's a really cool Pontiac Fiero. It's not a Pontiac Fiero. They quit making the Fiero in '89. This is my new car that I created. It looks just like the Pontiac Fiero, but the Pontiac Fiero doesn't exist anymore. This is a Fiola. It's a Valla Fiola.
Fiola.
I like.
I don't know. Has anybody, Steve, have you bought any of the Gridiron stuff?
I did. I haven't gotten it yet. I
Okay.
ordered the fucking gun, the big gun,
Howitzer?
yeah.
Oh, that's Kickstarter right now, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
I got in on that Kickstarter because I thought it was cool.
Nice.
And
Somebody
I actually
said something about it earlier.
Yep.
it looked cool. Maybe it'll be a piece of shit.
I doubt it'll be a piece of shit.
But-
I doubt that.
It is kind of expensive. It's going to be more for my GI Joes because I think it. Bobby's stuff. It's kind of an old school looking weapon
Mm-hmm.
at this point.
Oh, yeah.
It looks really cool with the Joes,
Yep.
especially the ones that look like the real Joe.
Yeah.
For Action Force stuff, Bobby's got more of a modern kind of look.
Oh,
to
yeah.
everything.
The-
Paramilitary.
Yeah, the story is modern. It's supposed to be in the future kind of thing. So,
So I'm not sure how well it will actually work with the Action Force stuff, but as far as the Joe stuff, I think it'll look cool on a shelf.
yeah.
I hope.
I've seen pictures, and it looks like this Gridiron stuff is really nice. I did think about, they did some stuff that was more for, like, Mythic Legions. I thought early on, they had some, like, sword sets and
They
things.
may have. I don't remember it. But
Yeah.
maybe.
I think when they first came out, it seemed like they had a lot of that. I don't know. It's like guys that like customizing and adding accessories to your items. I mean, this kind of stuff is really nice to have. But Bobby's going to tell you what his opinion on it is. Go check out the video, and you can interpret it for yourself.
He definitely opinions all over that shit.
Yep. All right. God, I feel like there's something else, but it's 2 hours in.
We are? Holy fuck.
Yep.
We haven't even gotten to Thanks UPS guy.
And Jeremy's got 3 weeks worth of yard sale shit to show us.
The
Goddamn
junk
right.
man.
Goddamn right.
Do you have any more drama, Travis?
I think that is it. I feel like there's more, but, you know, it's been a while.
All right, so to summarize, Cabal babies, Derek Ayers got in trouble, Val's running his mouth. That pretty much sounds like a standard thing. That pretty much sounds like a standard toy drama on Why It Was Gonna Kill Me.
Yeah.
So, perfect. Thanks, UPS guy.
Woo!
Nice.
Who wants to go first?
What you got?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Me personally, no. The other you.
So weird thing is going on right now.
Fucking
Yeah,
Quasar.
buying Quasar. That's a weird thing. That's-
So Walgreens still has the I guess I'd say exclusive figures. The weird thing is if you walk into Walgreens right now, there is not a spot for Marvel Legends. So I'm kind of wondering like what's gonna happen as far as these things. So now as they've been popping up online on the Walgreens website, I've just been ordering them. I have Quasar, and then I have Marvel's Binary.
She's kind of stacked.
And she's kind of a cool looking figure. Does anybody know who she is?
Nope.
No.
That was Captain Marvel.
It is Captain Marvel. It's Carol Danvers.
Oh.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
that's not. I've seen Carol Danvers' body. It doesn't look like that.
Quasar is a figure that I feel like if I want to, there's a certain team I would want to have on a shelf, and it's called the Annihilators, and which is a super dumb name.
It's super fun though. Steve has a shelf like that too. It's all just broken bras. So
And this is the Quasar that I would put on that shelf as well. Quasar never really has been a fan or a figure that I was like, oh, I need a Quasar. But if I'm gonna have this team, which is a pretty sweet team of heavy hitters,
well, yeah, Festival's got Quasar on it.
Fucking Quasar. Does anybody really like Quasar?
I don't know if
Quasar's
anybody really
mom's not a
likes.
fan of Quasar.
Yes.
The more we say Quasar, the more it sounds like it's not real.
He kind of reminds me of Hero.
Yeah, he's got that hero feel to him.
Yeah,
His name's Wendell.
Wendell.
By the way, that's
Wendell.
not a compliment.
Wendell Vaughn, I think, isn't it? I think it's Wendell Vaughn. Yeah. Bill, you read books with Quasar in it,
I'm the
right?
blondest, whitest guy. My name's
Yeah.
Wendell.
Mr. Wendell Vaughn.
I also was able to get a couple Star Wars badge figures from our good friend Old Man Kyle Moore, Elite Squad Troopers, and these are a couple figures that I am still doing a little bit of the Black Series, just the figures that I really love. But the Bad Batch is a set that I am going to have. So these will be a couple figures that I will have on my.
I really wish that would have been live action and not a cartoon.
Yeah, I could see that.
You might see it in live action.
Right? Yeah. Who knows?
We're seeing some things.
Yeah.
But the problem is it'll be like a Bad Batch show, but it'll all be about stormtroopers, and then people like Steve are gonna be super upset because it was called Boba, but I had the Mando, and and it'll be just a big thing.
It's just an Elite Squad Trooper.
And last but not least, something I've been waiting a long time for, from Canada.
Oh,
Canadian.
Canada.
Yep. And I knew when I ordered these, like they're straight up. They're very honest with you how long it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But these are straight from Siegism.
Those look good, buddy.
Siegism. And these are, and I'm not kidding. I ordered them over a year ago, maybe more. Like I said, they're pretty straightforward. You're in this batch. This is what we're looking at. And so I bought this one, which I want to say this was probably like advertised as.
These are capes.
Yep. This was probably advertised.
Yeah, he would eventually gotten there. So
advertised. Well, I thought you guys are here. I mean, I'm hoping you guys are helping out. Thanks, Jeremy.
No problem.
Trying to make Steve feel good about his stories.
Yep. I want to say that's probably Kylo. Kylo is,
Yeah,
Yep.
that's definitely an Allegiance figure.
but it will be, because I'm gonna put all these on Legion figures. So I got a green cloak here that would be like for your Elf Ranger.
The way the shoulders are built are for a thin figure.
Okay.
Just
Well, I got 2.0 figures. They make those.
yeah, okay.
Are you saying it ain't gonna work?
I don't know. It'll work.
I also got this green one. I apparently got two
I
of
like
these.
that.
Dr. Doom.
Well, I think it might even have been advertised as Doom, or this one. I think this was a Doom cloak.
I like that.
And if you feel them, it's some pretty nice material.
Quality.
And that's
Yep.
who's doing the actual stuff for Horseman. now,
Yes, exactly. Yep. And this one, I was super excited about as well. And this is my Magneto cape.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yep. That'll be putting
Nice
on
and
a-
glossy.
Yeah, I'll be putting that on a Marvel Legend Magneto figure. Yep.
All posable.
Maybe not. We'll see, because I have to play around and see because I forgot that I got the Mezco 112 Magneto, which I think you have that too, don't you, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
How's that cloak?
Good.
Is it good? Yeah.
These could double as COVID masks. So
I don't know, quality-wise, I think
your peanut in
I think they're really nice.
They're really nice.
Yep.
If I don't
like
get a
them a
Snapchat
lot.
with one of those on your dick, I'm gonna be pissed.
yeah.
I like 'em a lot. I
If
got
you
my
don't
Dr.
send me a picture of your dick, I'm gonna be pissed.
my Dr. Poon cape,
I will admit, I do feel a little weird when this envelope shows up at my house
and it's doll clothing.
and it's doll clothing. Yeah. I'm like, Jesus, I'm buying clothes for my fucking toys. I haven't even bought a shirt for myself in years.
This is the great.
good.
This is the great picture of you in the holy underwear. Like your underwear looking at you as you buy cloaks for your action figures.
For my dollies.
So Emil posted in our group chat. There's a local newspaper doing an article about
Yeah.
what he's doing, and they refuse to say action figures. They keep saying dolls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Poor Emil.
Because the chick was like, I don't know why this is so. She called it. She referred to like toxic masculinity or something with the anger
Oh, about dolls.
about dolls.
Oh,
And he-
really?
basically, Emil shouldn't worry about it if he was like not toxic or
Right.
something along those lines.
Interesting.
Well,
That dude,
We should have Emil tell that story.
that dude definitely does not come across as
I
toxic.
was like, yeah, she seriously doesn't know Emil if she thinks that.
No.
All right, that's it for me, boys.
Hey. What? Oh. Can you get my box? It's out there somewhere. You gonna keep your own box?
It's on the
my box
desk.
Oh god.
There's a red water bottle there too if you got a spare hand.
Yeah.
All the way out by the door, the reception desk.
You gonna go, Jeremy?
I guess I can.
You might as well. While he's getting my box.
Please
I got some of these from the new Ghostbusters movie.
Oh, these guys! I saw it.
Some mini puffs.
You saw the movie?
Yeah,
What'd you think?
I liked it.
I thought it was really good.
Hey Tommy, he liked it.
Pretty well done.
I had to order
Thank you.
these. Yeah, I had to order these online because I couldn't find them in the store no more. Ugh. But they are the little mini puffs that
Attack Paul Rudd.
that attack Paul Rudd. They come with 3 figures, and they each have their individual heads with individual face sculpts. And the still fat and mad one, he's so mad.
Oh, why you so mad there, Robbie?
Why you look so bad? But they also come with 3 other heads, so you can swap them out too if you want some very.
These are light, but they're very hard plastic. Like, man, you could.
Yeah,
beat
you
one-
could-
You could beat a sibling with one of these.
These also work good for Mythic Legions, the heads. So, and you'll see because I put one. I put some on this guy and took pictures of it.
A dick burp.
Yes.
No, that's a
Perfect.
dick burp.
Yes, that's definitely a dick burp.
Dick burp all in your face.
See, they look great on Legions. So those are those.
It's satisfying when you pop the head off. That noise.
Oh,
Get that noise?
I got a popple.
I got a popple.
What?
Yeah,
This is-
why? Why
is-
should
Is that how big they
Emil
were?
be embarrassed?
This is potato chip.
Is that how big they were?
Well, no, they have bigger
No,
ones
there
too.
was-
Okay.
That's not a full size popple.
Just say because
That was a poor kid size.
okay.
That's a trailer park popple.
My brother had the big ones. I wasn't poor. I mentioned something about these. I shared like an ad. You can flip them out and then they're ta-da. It's fucking popple,
I
man.
love
I
playing
love
with them.
popples, man.
Travis is like, I think
He's
I
like,
want
I'll-
one of those.
They
I
emasculated
got one
me.
like that at home. It's called a pocket pussy.
Well, different uses as you get older, I guess.
What's super cute is that like it's not actually in your pocket right now.
So I didn't purchase this. It just showed up on my doorstep. I had posted something about Popples, and good old Andy O'Reilly just went out and bought me one and sent it to
Andy
me. It was
O'Reilly.
pretty awesome. And Steve's gonna take it there.
Make it dirty.
So moving on, another plushie. I got a Pac-Man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, Jeremy, you got
It says
problems.
hungry for you.
It took
on his
19
shirt.
quarters to get this out of the claw machine.
Junk man is here.
Ah!
People dropping shit off at his house.
You know what's fucked? Is I was looking up letter people because I want like a letter people shirt. I wanted an M or whatever. Like Mr. M was awesome. H, horrible hair, whatever. And so Laura's looking at him too, and she finds J. You know what the fucking name is for him?
Junkyard.
Jumbled Junk.
Did she buy it immediately?
I mean, I think it's on the list. So yeah, god damn it.
Actually, for all the gift people out there, it's gumbled gunk. But yeah.
God damn it. So yeah, had to have made this little Pac-Man. He's very soft and clean.
Clean's a relative term.
Oh, I mean, it's
Your
soft.
popple was clean until
kinda
Steve
wanna-
touched
I
it.
don't want a popple.
See, they're awesome. Next, Trapjaw
Nice.
from Revelation. Just got him in the mail yesterday.
30
That'll
points.
be a regular release.
Yes. Yep.
Oh yeah, Steve's gonna have a regular release inside that popple.
I think people have been actually finding it in stores right now, but Big Bad Toy Store finally delivered mine.
Why does his face look so stupid?
That's what everybody's saying. Because he doesn't have a bottom jaw, I guess. So
He shouldn't have a bottom jaw.
yeah.
But
So
he
he's
looks
just gonna go.
like he does.
Because Mattel had to put one there.
He's
I
got a
guess.
jaw.
I know.
Well.
Lame.
I did almost buy the Scareglow the other day. I saw it at the store.
But you can put his big jaw up over
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Looks
yep.
cool or whatever.
Or
But
I'll
can-
wait for somebody cool to make a custom head.
Yes, you get the choice to either display him in his cult garb or just his regular outfit. So, pretty cool. Revelation stuff is pretty epic for me.
Fun. Chris,
Just in
just
time
in
for a
time.
trip to the junkyard, I see. I'm glad I'm delivering on all fronts, motherfuckers.
Is this what his face looked like in the cartoon?
I don't remember seeing that, but maybe it did. I'd have to rewatch. Look at the art on the side of the box. It's not like that, is it?
Keep moving on so we don't. I got a good one at the end here. So,
Prove it.
Fwoosh
Yeah.
decided to.
Sale.
Yeah, 5 years ago those came out. They're awesome.
Yeah, well, these were like $8 or some shit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe I was just like ripped or something, but I ended up getting.
But at that
like
price, dude.
I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna use them for, but I'm gonna have them. Maybe I'll make.
A ninja plushie battle.
That's a good idea. Maybe I'll do Ryu from Ninja Gaiden or something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we just threw those out.
Throw them out.
They were pretty cheap, so I'm a sucker. What can I say? And
They're a cool toy. I mean, I like them. They just.
in my head, I was just custom.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get it.
So
But you'll find somebody who's just kind of finding them and going crazy with them. Jay Shimko reached out to me. I think he bought probably about 8 from me.
and this actually isn't mine, but
I'm glad you brought it.
this is Laura's, and she was
Damn.
pretty excited that I was going to bring it on the show.
Damn.
I would have pretty excited if she would have brought it on the show.
So Don, his store is closing there on Old Grand
Oh my
Haven.
God, you got this half off.
And he sends me a message after I'd already been in there that day.
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't know why I didn't think about this, but I have a Hot Toys Pennywise for half off.
Oh my gosh.
So what, normally about $300 or so. So I, of course, had to go back and
Pull the trigger.
get it for Laura because her collection of Pennywise is pretty goddamn extensive at this point.
and a hot toy is a good way to have a centerpiece.
Pretty much the highest of the high end right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna make all that NECA you got look like trash.
Right? Oh, looks like she didn't open the top. She did open the bottom and stuff, but
Is she gonna display it?
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
She hasn't, just because she knew I was gonna bring it on the show
Yeah.
to show you guys. So,
It's
yeah, I made
beautiful.
her cry.
Yeah.
which is always good. I mean, when it's like the happy cry, not the shitty cry, you know.
Yeah, that movie made me cry too.
I'm
Like
sure
a
it did.
bitch.
Very cool display. It comes with like 2 different heads. Like you should the quality of like the fucking clothing and all that shit. It's got a base based on like the sewer little grate. You can actually take the extra head and put it in there so his face is popping through
Oh,
the fucking
cool.
thing. And yeah,
Yeah.
Hiya, Georgie.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty excellent.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not Steve. You're fine.
Yeah, no, I'm just taking pictures. And it comes with a cool, balloon cover.
Nice.
Yeah. The
So-
pinnacle.
So there you go.
The pinnacle of toy collecting, hot toys.
I know, right?
Apparently, Trev's got one of those daily word calendars. Today was Pinnacle.
Pinnacle.
So-
Arr!
the
You know, Pee-wee,
alcohol.
right?
It's only 5.5%. Give me a break.
That's
All
a lot
right.
for me.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna open this because I feel like I would rip the box.
No, I'd say
but-
that's a good idea.
But there you go.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome. Super cool. Happy for Laura.
Yeah, you should see your collection now.
Oh,
It's
I
fucking
bet. I
great.
bet it's nuts.
Well, actually, you need to come over sometime.
yeah, I know. Maybe one day you'll invite me.
Maybe I'll invite you over.
No,
one
definitely.
day.
Let me know next time you're at work, and I'll swing by.
Every day till 4:30. I'm sure she'd love the company. Steve?
Yeah. I got a lot of stuff.
Maybe we should let Pete. Maybe we should let Pete go
If
first
we
then.
Okay, yeah,
can.
Pete.
All right, go ahead, Steve.
Holy Jesus! This is a big box.
Well, yeah, but he had to bring 4 other figures to compare the new one he brought.
Well, some people like Thrones, I guess. I mean, it's not us probably, but is that a Big Bad Toy Store box?
Yeah.
Man, I've never got one that looked like that.
They're new.
That's how all mine have been.
That's how
Really?
that's mine.
This is for Travie. It's not for me, but it came through me.
There's a lot of stamps on here I don't recognize.
That's
I don't
foreign.
honestly don't know what that is in there, but I do believe it came from Sweden. It could be broken. I don't know.
Muskegon, Michigan, USA.
To
better-
Travis Balls, with love, from Sweden.
There they are. A big set of nuts.
Yeah, that was nice of Heidi to let somebody put them on a keychain for you.
Really, not that big.
No.
Oh, Emil.
That's pretty good, texture-wise.
Oh, are they soft?
I
They're
wonder,
not soft, but
They're
they are
hard.
textured.
wonder if he designed
Oh,
them
is it 'cause
himself.
they're cold, though?
I thought he said something.
Are they based on his
They
balls?
may be painted by him because I thought he said something about he doesn't have anything painted by me. I'm not sure.
And now I do.
Now you do. A shorn scrotum.
Travis Balls.
Jeremy DeWitt?
Gonna hang those
Yes.
It is
Zolocon
Trev, put it in your mouth. There it
exclusive.
goes.
Oh, he's fucking sparkly.
Balls.
Thank you, Emily.
There is
I love you, buddy.
some.
Next time you go face
The Dark
black
Wanderer.
squad car, you gotta have
What
those
is
hanging
that? Is that a
Hanging.
Zolo?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a blue skeleton.
Oh, glow in the dark.
Skeleton.
I don't know if he's glow in the dark, but he's blue and kind of translucent and sparkly.
That's the exclusive, right?
Yep, the 2022
Well, I'm asking, I
Zolocon
know.
exclusive. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Ball. Gee.
I don't know if we looked at this on this show, but I had to bring it in because I picked this up at Zolo. But this is one of the coolest Fistos. He's amazing. It took me a while to find a Fisto, and Len hooked me up.
He's
So-
a good-looking fisto.
Nice fist.
Yeah. He wants to fist everything.
A couple things I haven't been able to find around town. Found at ZoloCon. The Masters of the WWE Universe. Andre the Giant.
Jealous.
What'd you have to pay for him?
Oh, I can't remember. I bought 3 of them together. I think I did I think he was 40.
Okay.
Pretty cool. I've only got one more figure, and I have that whole complete line. I just got to find Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, I kind of bowed out. And I know I
We
kind of
talked to
bowed out
Bobby.
the
He's
wrong
friends
time.
with him. I bet he's got one.
Maybe.
I would like to see these last couple of waves. I want some of these figures, so pisses me off.
And here's another one I picked up there. That last wave, we got Bret the Hitman Hart. We got the Cyclops thing going on, Triclops thing going on there. And
His sword, too.
Spike Gore's JYD, Junkyard Dog, complete with broken accessory that everybody has.
Yeah, everybody's weapon breaks on him. Yeah, I want this guy.
Breaks right out of the package. Pretty sweet.
What are you? Is it literally like an actual problem broken?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
it's supposed to because he's a junkyard?
No, it's broken.
Breaks.
It's supposed to be attached. Matt and his wife got one. It was broken. She actually wrote a letter to Mattel, and they sent her a check for the whole figure because they can't replace it.
Wow.
This is for Travie. Something I picked up for him at
Thank you,
How
buddy.
many
the
of those do you
Horseman
have now?
booth.
All the same color?
Mm-hmm.
He's got an army of those going on, or what?
I blame Dorkler.
He blames store clear.
Thank you.
Purpler.
He did showed a picture. I mean, and a lot of people have done it, but his was the one that I noticed where he took the armor pieces off this,
Yeah.
and then puts this black armor from like the Fury Orc on it,
Yeah.
and then just the bone pieces and face are the ghoul.
Okay. Yeah.
It just looks really awesome. And then he did the opposite. He took the Fury Orc, or the leftover parts, the arms and and he put them on the. It looks really cool.
Awesome.
Check out his YouTube page.
LBCs. That's
Yep.
the way to do it, man.
Did you have him buy you before?
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, you're not gonna see him unless you see him at the Four Horsemen's table, and what they're charging there comparable. So, thank you.
Nice.
Who do you have there, Steven?
On the table, we did speak about Bobby Vala a little earlier. I got one of his 2A figures. This is Duster, I believe, based off of a real guy, a UFC fighter, and in the armed services of some sort. I'm not familiar with who he is. I saw this head, this kind of yelling head, and I thought it looked ridiculous in most pictures, but in hand it actually is pretty cool.
It does look really good in hand.
Yeah.
It is a great paint job.
Well, the hands and stuff, the way they can actually hold the guns like they're supposed to is really done well.
It is really cool.
Does he have a mouthpiece, like in front of his mouth
Yes.
on the left side?
Yeah. So I thought that was a really cool figure. He comes with obviously another head that isn't screaming and it's clean shaven. I did look the guy up because I didn't. The guy does have a tendency to wear facial hair like that, and then sometimes he's also clean shaven. So you get kind of both heads in the package.
That's the mustache I'm going for.
Oh.
Once this all gets long enough here, I'm taking this bottom part. I'm gonna fucking curly Q that shit.
There you go.
What's how now that you've opened the series 1 and then this one, what's the difference plastic wise?
Hard to say. I don't see that there's too much difference.
It's a good spot to freeze. Yep.
I don't see that there's too much difference. The hands might be a little softer. I don't know.
Tim Kennedy.
Oh,
is
he's
the
doing
guy's
something.
Name.
Yeah. Hands might be a little softer than the
According
first
to Ryan
round.
Gonzalez.
A lot of people are saying they're softer out of the package, and they said that they can play with them right out of the package, as opposed to heating them up. But obviously, we've all seen the scarabs that are coming with broken hips a lot, Trev?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And I didn't get any of those. These actually came from Dorkside Toys. They popped up on Dorkside Toys. I didn't pre-order these from Vala, and they had them in stock.
Oh wow.
But the scarabs were gone, so I grabbed him, and he shipped 3 days later. I had them. I had these before I went to Zolo. This is in my opinion, the coolest Slaughter.
That's pretty cool.
He comes with his classic hat. A lot of people are bitching about his glasses, saying he can't put his glasses on. I had no problems, but I mean, I know how to handle toys. You know.
That little sniff every time afterwards.
I don't know what the fuck's wrong with your hands. You just got to put them on there and kind of fiddle with them. It's no big deal.
That is a cool looking action figure.
Yeah, I think
I
he's
love
pretty
that big
badass.
ass fucking revolver. You know,
Oh yeah.
Like a Colt
You could
Anaconda
take that-
Yeah.
Python.
454 Casual.
You know, you take that vest off or that web gear, and you know you're down to black shirt Sergeant Slaughter. That's
yeah.
pretty close to what we're used to in GI Joe, really. Like I said, he does come with his other hat, so you can do the classic Slaughter hat.
Yeah.
He also comes with a vest that he wears like the first version. You throw that on him. It's just good options. Haven't taken this one out of the package. I really like this one, but just
Roll out.
is
Yeah,
pretty
he
cool.
looks really cool too.
I love his deco of his clothes. It's very
You should have a big old Luda afro if it's gonna be rolled out.
reminds me of Airborne a little bit from GI Joe.
Got that fucking Sergeant Slaughter chin.
Big old chin.
Well, if this is it, it come up. Better than the Mario Bot.
Steve, you love these figures, don't you?
I like them a lot.
Yeah.
I really do.
Meh.
Yeah, I get it. If G.I. Joe is not your thing, then I don't feel like these will have any real place. If you're not a military toy kind of guy.
It'd be just like cool if you had like fucking tentacles coming out of them or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just pretty standard.
Horror aspect of it.
Yeah.
Something I wanted to show off. I'm gonna hand these out, but everybody know that he just sits, so he will.
No, everybody doesn't know that.
I'm sure. I'm telling you. I'm saying everybody.
Why does he do that?
Because it's a custom and it doesn't fit together. This whole torso is a custom piece
From what?
from Mass Customs. Walter DeMarco sculpted the torso and sculpted this head and that weapon.
too, yeah.
His intent is to use them. You've seen this head before. I had it on an Origins figure.
Yep.
But his intent was to sculpt, more higher end, cooler looking a torso and everything
Origins
to kind of
toys.
jack up your Origins figures. And I don't know if Bill can put this in front of the camera.
It does look amazing.
Pick him up by his feet or by his leg. It's pretty cool. It's like an older school Man-at-Arms look.
With an R2D2 helmet.
Based on the early art more from Mark Taylor, a little more. I don't
Mark
know
Taylor,
how.
that's ABS friend, right? The one
Sure.
that passed away. What? I read the internet.
Pretty cool. I painted his torso up yesterday. Fun part. I think that's going to be available. The head has been available. The torso, I think, is coming from Mass Customs. The weapon, I'm sure it's coming as well. If it already hasn't been available, some of the stuff has, some of it hasn't. But it was fun for me to look at.
That was the head you were painting last night?
No, that's actually that one's not done. That's the one I painted.
It's the same.
It's the same head though. Yes.
See, I think this is a great idea. We love the extra parts for the Mythic Legions, but I think this is great. You throw these pieces for Origins, like you said, you can kind of up the appeal of them a little bit.
Yeah.
Tell me you smoke weed without telling me you smoke weed.
Stone cold sober, baby. Well, except that red hot thing.
New head.
It wasn't that bad.
Nah, it wasn't great though.
Not even close.
I have a new head design that we've created for the Tribal Land series over at Wolf King Customs. This is the
damn,
King. This is
Steve.
the King of Athacor. My design. I painted it up last night. That's the first paint
This
job.
is the exact kind of body I need from you,
I
Steven.
see what you were going for there.
Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah,
Wow.
that one's a fun one to come to life. I've had
Just pulled a
that
sleeve.
sketched out for quite some time, and it's fun to see it come to fruition.
Steve, that is beautiful.
It's awesome.
This guy is a great sculptor, man.
He's good.
Yeah, that looks great.
Cody, if you're out there, when he's done, I actually have a picture I took of that so people could see it. and kind of.
Oh, they're gonna see it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Logo leaves a little bit to be desired, but
King Randor's chalice from.
And that's a good picture, but it actually doesn't do it justice.
It doesn't catch the skin tones
Yeah.
like they look in
Or
person.
the shininess of like the crown and all that.
Yeah, Steve, you really have done a great job with that. That's amazing.
Thanks. That head will be available from Wolf King in the future. I'll probably do some painted versions for sale as well.
Awesome. Yeah, it's super cool.
So that's
That's it.
Hey,
That's
hey,
it.
Steve, look at
Yeah.
the back of the king's head. I'll get your face in there too.
I'm looking at the back.
There you go.
Should I look like I'm admiring it?
There you go. Wait, hold on. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Nice.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So it was a good week. I picked up a bunch of.
I did not do that.
Oh, seriously, Jeremy?
I picked up a bunch of figures from the Horsemen.
Oh, I bet.
Right next door, they had a good selection. Freaked us out a little bit because I really wanted to get some bronze dwarfs, and they had their table all set up, and boom, there was no bronze dwarfs. And the word was that they weren't coming. At some point, they showed up though, and I got 3 of them, so that was cool. Grabbed 3 bronze dwarfs. I grabbed a couple of orcs. I grabbed a couple of barb builders. It was pretty cool how I was working it. Some people would this is. I like this tactic. It's a new tactic. Don't anybody copy this. I'm sitting there, and they come up and they'd want one of my painted heads, and they'd be like, "How much?" And I'd be like, "Stand in that line, and get me a freaking orc. Bring it back here, and you can have it." They're standing in a line anyway, because their line wraps around right in front of me.
Yeah.
They're doing my shopping for me, baby.
That's pretty smart. That is pretty smart.
Well, I couldn't get up and leave my table.
He's a lord. What can he say? He's a lord.
All I know
I had to be there.
is Eric Mutinous is wishing. Why the fuck didn't you remember that a couple of years ago when you were supposed to get him some shit at PowerCon?
Well, that would be getting it for him. This
Yeah,
is having
Steve's
people
like,
get
this
stuff
is-
for me.
this
You
is
should
for
still
me.
You still could have figured that out.
I don't know how that would have helped me. That just made me have to do more shit.
Ship something to Muniz. Oh, yep.
So,
I would say Torres.
a case was left in the RV, Joe says. Yeah, I had Joe get me I think it was Joe? No, it wasn't Joe. It was Greg. No, or was it? Yeah, I think it was Greg. Somebody. Had him get me a barbarian builder for something. Who was it? I don't
Anyway.
remember. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, awesome. So cool. So now we got to go to PowerCon, right?
Duh.
what is that?
Yes,
August, I think.
we do have to go to
August, yeah.
PowerCon. As far as I know, the Horsemen are going to be there. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah. I have to figure something out.
Bring the booth.
I'm set up at another show that weekend. So I'll have to figure something out.
When
I'm
are
going,
you-
though.
When are you going to start taking this podcast more seriously?
Probably never.
We're celebrities now, don't you
Kinda
know?
Getting my booth away is getting, it's not as old as it was. It's kind of getting into just more Mythic Legions. Oh, okay, let's go to a Mythic Legion show. No, I'm going somewhere else.
And listeners, who's excited about the live show at Tulip City Comic? Oh, that's right. Trav's going to be in Kane.
You guys can do it without me.
Never mind.
It's not
Oh,
the
we will.
same.
I think people will be excited even if I'm not there. I mean,
You don't.
Yeah, you absolutely were.
When
fucking
Leonardo,
person.
Donatello, and
Trav's my
Michelangelo
favorite.
show up, that's great. But when Raphael's not there, it's not the same.
For all you people that saw me at Zolo and came up and said that I am their favorite host, you were just too scared to say so. That's cool.
Steve's like, thank you.
We got a show next weekend.
We do?
I think so.
No, we don't.
I haven't seen any advertising for it, but
It's happening, though.
it is happening.
Let's talk about it.
There's an event. I've shared it. So,
Muskecon.
did you want me to do a billboard? Would that have made you happy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Would.
I don't do billboards. You want to know why? It's distracted driving. I want you focusing on the road.
If you did a Muskecon billboard, I would fucking climb up there naked and get my picture taken in
Oh,
front of
God
that
damn it.
billboard.
Yeah, I have. I've already seen your dick, and I didn't have to pay $750. So, March 19th, Delta by Marriott, 939 3rd Street, downtown Muskegon. This Muskecon, not Muskecon. This is not for fishermen, but if you want to come, by all means do if you're a fisherman. 10 to 5 on Saturday. Vendors will start showing up Friday night.
Get your shit under control.
So you're staying Friday night?
Yep.
And you're staying Friday and Saturday night?
Both nights,
And you're staying away from all of us? Perfect.
Doing my best.
So, should be a good time. It's a very kind of scaled back basic, like kind of just get back into the swing of things, unfortunately, show. I wish it was more. But with the truncated planning time and some of the new changes and things with the venue, it was just not to be this year. But I'm still going to have a great time, and I think a lot of people will too.
Well, what do you mean, like, scaled down? Like, what did you really, I mean, because we don't have a celebrity could be there or something?
No, because I was supposed to be in the new convention center.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying, but
So-
compared to other years,
No, compared, the only thing different from other years is I didn't invite any cosplay groups this year, and there's no panels. That's what I scaled down from the previous. No, it scaled down from the original idea of using all that extra space.
Fair enough. Okay.
And, you know,
Got you.
but no, we got some new vendors that we've never had before. Some fun homemade cotton candy and some kind of fun stuff that
I like cotton
is just
candy.
kind of good for everybody. You know what I mean? So some vendors chose not to return. Some vendors are out of the game. You know, over the hiatus, they're not doing it anymore. But I filled those spots, plus turned people away. I mean, so the vendor interest was still there.
Yeah, I saw there was still people asking.
Yeah, yep. And I really wish I could figure out a way to get some people to understand some things. But that's how it's going to be. If you're on a con, you're going to deal with it. You can't take vendor reservations through the Muskecon Facebook page and your personal Facebook page and email. It doesn't work like that. It all has to come to the email. It all has to be one location.
Yeah.
And so there were quite a few people that made numerous comments on Facebook, and when I replied to them, hey, email this, they never emailed. They just waited a week and then posted back on the Facebook.
There you go.
And there were some emails that got missed that I realized went back and sent them messages and got them involved. And, but yeah, it's just some of the things, but that doesn't happen when you plan better. You know, when you have more time and you put more deadlines in for, that stuff, it does make it easier. So I know what needs to be done next year. I just got to do it that way. But I am excited. It's a great group of people. It's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it every year that we've done it, so, but this really is I hate to say it this way, but it's really kind of this is just a hope of getting through this year and everybody enjoying themselves so we can build up to what I want it ultimately to be,
Sure.
Just because there's so many more people that I want to get involved. There's so many more vendors and so many more groups that I want to get involved that I just couldn't do this year, So I kind of feel like I'm starting over a little bit in some aspects, and that kind of bugs me because we had some really good momentum going. Thankfully, a ton of loyal vendors. It wasn't starting all the way over.
Right. Well, and people are, I think, at least in my circle, there's people like excited about the fact that it's coming back, and
right. Well, there's people that are excited about getting something out of the house and going and doing something, and So, but no, I think it's going to be another great event. When I kind of talk like I'm bummed about certain things, has nothing to do with what this event's going to be. It has to do with what I wanted it to be that I wasn't able to pull off.
So then, I'm moving to the front. Am I going to be next to Travis then? So, and Steve will occasionally come and sit at my booth and sell his shit.
I don't know if I'm going to be around at all.
It might just be you selling his shit.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
I'm
going to overcharge and take some of the fucking
I have
profits.
a work conflict this year.
Quit your job.
Yeah.
He can't. We'll all freaking die of thirst.
Might.
Everything will burn down. Be crazy.
So, unfortunately, I will probably be there after it is over. I'm planning on. Supposedly, I'm supposed to be free by 5 o'clock on Saturday, and if that happens, I'll be meeting you guys wherever you go.
No, you won't. If you're not in for the show, you're not doing to come to the after party. So, That's like you don't show up for the orgy, but you show up to cuddle afterward. No, that's not how this works.
Somebody's got to clean up.
Yeah, there you go.
What's my popple full of? I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, that's a show
on the table with all those figures.
I do want to throw
Maverick says he's driving 11 hours just to check it out. Ooh.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, and he is DNetly excited.
I can't do anything about it.
We are. I also want to throw a shout out to intern Chris, producer Chris. What is Chris?
Chris who?
Chris is a dear friend.
Lefebvre.
He's a dear friend and a
Lefebvre.
great contributor to the show.
Lefebvre.
I mean, he communicates more with Cody probably than us.
I love how I get these. He does the whole bra story recap.
Yep.
On our Utah tube, and he's like, "Yeah, it's not some of your best stuff," and I'm like, I disagree. How much mileage have we gotten out of that?
She disagrees too. The poor girl that lost her bra that day.
I fucking gave you guys content. We told a compelling coming-of-age story.
You told a story about you being a piece of shit, and we capitalized on it.
I was not a piece of shit. I didn't do anything wrong. She was down for it.
Your Honor, I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, exactly. I probably would have felt my first pair of boobs if I'd have done things right.
But instead, I felt ashamed.
Thank you for everything you're doing for us, Chris.
Chris is awesome, man.
Yeah, even if Steve disagrees. Thank you, buddy.
And a couple of shout-outs, of course. Billy Sithonian is back home and doing well. Shout out to him, of course. Chris Gayrich from the Horsemen. Tomas, your little guy's in our thoughts as well. Your adventures, the Torgan and I adventures, and keeping you and your son's spirits up while you guys go through this again. Of course, we're thinking about all of you guys. So, and if anybody else we missed, I'm sorry, Travis should have remembered he's a dick. So, 244. What are we doing? This is 244.
Is that what it is?
That's what we called it.
We called it 244.
Yeah.
All right. Wrapping up episode 244 of the Boy's Gonna Kill Me podcast. Great times at ZoloCon for Steven walking around like he's the cock of the walk, baby. And of course, everybody was there to worship him. Jeremy, thank you so much for learning that song for me. I greatly appreciate you.
The song was epic, guys.
That was fun. I enjoyed doing it. Travis, thank you for. Thanks for coming, Joe Crazy Bill. Producer Cody in the box, as always. He is working diligently because I don't know how to do anything on to get our heavy metal minivan episode 1 and 2 up for you guys to enjoy. Please give us some feedback on that. If you guys enjoy that, we'd be more than happy to do it again. If you don't, we might do it again anyways. So
yeah,
can't wait to get Travis in the booth, and he'll be dropping some Paradise in the Dashboard Light, and so
I don't know what that means, but I can't wait.
Hey, Trav, you realize this acoustic version of 7 Mary 3's Cumbersome? It's not metal, right? Nah, fuck it. We're listening to it anyways. So, Trav's a big Post Malone fan. Not really sure that's our vibe, but I'm sure we have already talked about expanding into some other genres. Benny Talmadge wants to do an emo Escalade or a pop punk Pacifica with me. Get into some real shit, but it was fun. Co-host Jeremy DeWitt, Travis Bolles, and the Lord Stephen Bushotee running the show. He is the show, and I am Pete McCarthy. Until next time, we'll see you guys in the toy aisle.